Ain't nothing but a T.F.T.G Thang, baby. What's going on? Happy Friday. I hope you are enjoying yourself today, man. It is another scorcher here in the state of Florida. Crypto, where are you at? How is the weather where you at?
It's pretty good. You know, me, it's got to be at least 90 or above for me to feel comfortable. So anything below 90 is cold to me. So
I hear you.
Pretty good.
My man, pray for Crypto. He's over there in Chirac, as they call it.
So nice.
So anyway, when we come back, we finna open this bitch up and yeah, let's get it started.
Right.
Here comes Crypto's favorite part. Oh wait, here it is.
I thought I thought his favorite part was with Devontae Parker.
That's what I was waiting for. This might be it right here. Crypto's favorite part. No, that's not it. The next one.
Shout out to the lovely Insanity 5 in the building. And don't forget Dolphin here. Fred, Crypto, and people were missing you today in the film breakdown.
I think HB cut out the Devontae kid.
Because I gave him credit for doing something that Tua didn't help him do.
Oh yeah.
Yo, man. And before we get into today's action, we just got a final reminder of
new seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Finn's Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Jew's Catering. Chef Jew's Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Also, if you mention the Finn's Tailgate, you get 10% off your order. So
Right on.
there's that.
I'm going to need him to give me that transcript over, man. I'm going to have to do him a proper voiceover for that, man.
Yeah.
Get all your cupcakes with love from Chef Jew. Chef Jew Catering and Emporium.
And Sweet Treats. So, man, by the way, for y'all don't know, Smoke Lounge is back this Wednesday. I am going to be doing camp battles rounds 1 through 3. The first round is going to be offense. Second round is going to be defense. And round 3 is going to be special teams and things of that nature.
You know what else, Jake? I heard that you have a really cool show coming up over on Larry K's channel, man.
Oh, yeah, with the OJ McDuffie.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to get in on that one. I got some questions I got to chat over to him, man.
Yeah. I got
Really
OJ McDuffie. Hey, real quick, shout out to Kevin Lee with the $5 donation. Here's Friday with T.F.T.G. Let's go. Finsanity. Yeah. Smoke Lounge is back Wednesday, man. We're back.
Insanity.
And by the way, for the season, I got a new intro that's going to roll in for the NFL season. So
yeah,
it's gonna. I'm gonna debut that before the first week.
All right.
I got my man Ty Bless to do me another track.
You know, your intro for this show is my mom's favorite.
Yeah, that's mine too. Actually, out of all the intros I have, this one's my favorite too.
The show fired up one time, and I was in the car with her. She's like, "What is that?" She's all like, "That's great."
Yeah, I like the little salsa thing going. You know what I mean?
The salsa background.
It does. I mean, look, it's really fun music, man. It puts you in that mood, bro. You know,
I
dig it.
It's perfect for the summertime.
Yep. What's that, Crypto?
I say it's perfect for summertime.
Oh yeah,
Friday
Friday evening, sure.
And I tell you what, man. Listen, I may have taken a break from the Smoke Lounge. I may have taken a break from the Smoke Lounge, but I never took a break from bringing open panels to the people, man. I stay committed to that.
Like when I hear that song, bro, that music, that intro, all I picture is some really gorgeous, like, chick dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I agree, man. It's the one intro you could dance to.
Yeah. Doing belly dances. The chick doing belly dances.
Not to mention, that was my very first. This is my very first intro. Is this one? So
it was okay.
HB put a lot of work into it, man. Then of course he did Insomnia, the Insomnia intro. No, he did the Smoke Lounge intro, then the Insomnia. So
good deal.
Insomnia is pretty cool too. I like the Insomnia one.
Right. Yep.
Especially late night.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And here we go. Not only look, it's gonna end in the blender is gonna end this month. Right before training camp is the last episode. I got OJ McDuffie coming on. I got Dolphin Doll, And I got knock on wood, I talked to K Flexin. K Flexin is gonna be in the blender the week after next. So I'm really excited about K Flexin.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he could springboard. You could springboard him back into the community, man. He might go regular again after that.
Well, actually, he does. He does after like he does shows after the games, whatever. He's always been a season guy. He's never been an off season.
I got you. I
But
saw
once he comes into the season, he'll start back up again.
Yeah, and YouTube graced me with a recommendation for Ace Per Head on my feed the other day. First time ever. I'm like, what's wrong with YouTube, man?
Yeah, I like Ace Per Head.
Yeah, I hadn't even. We're all so busy and got so much content thrown at us. It just never happened to throw it across my feed. I'm like, damn, like, come on, YouTube, fix this shit.
Molly Ma, what's going on, my man? How you doing?
Oh, by the way, I heard through the grapevine, no more F words on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is
Not
that?
even after the first 7 minutes. They're demonetizing for the F word now.
Holy moly!
What, YouTube? Does a YouTube just start doing that, or they just?
Yeah. That was one of the guideline changes because they don't advertise their changes. It's just random content creators look over the thing every once in a while and notice changes. So yeah, that's one of the changes I heard.
Oh man, good luck
Not
with
that
that.
it matters here. I mean, we get demonetized for plenty of other things. It's not like it's here or there. $35 days.
That's the thing. But
Hell yeah, man.
But
in August, listen,
then
August.
again, there's been so many controversial F words. Which one are they talking about? All of the above? Which ones?
Right, exactly.
I don't think they're talking about the other name for they call for cigarette.
Right. Yeah, it's not the synonym to fascism.
But
right.
But hey, listen, August. I can't wait for August too because the night I'm getting married, I will be going to the Raiders Dallas game, preseason game.
Raiders and Dallas.
Getting married
in Las Vegas, yeah.
Who the hell would do that, man?
You're gonna be in the crowd.
I said, you getting married? Who the hell would do that?
Yeah. I'm getting married.
Make sure you guys go to the Sphere. That new nice.
We're getting married in Vegas, and we're getting an Elvis themed wedding.
Right. That new venue called a Sphere. I heard that's nice.
And check this out, Alice. Not only is it an Elvis themed wedding, but I'm wearing my blue suede shoes.
Yeah. I used to have some.
Burning love.
My uncle got sticky fingers and took them.
What's that? Your blue suede shoes?
Yeah, my blue suede shoes.
So anyway,
I had a lot of suede shoes.
Let's get this party started.
Those were my favorite.
Let's get this party started. So, if we can, let's not say the word that starts with F and ends with truck. Okay. I appreciate that.
Right.
Well, the audience can always help us out. They don't take away super chats for the F word. They only take away advertising dollars.
I got you.
You can always put the L in front of it and just say, "I'll luck you up."
Mm-hmm. I said
Just
tough
put an
luck.
L in
I
front.
said tough luck. No, but I mean, really, this is one of those things where the advertisers are not or don't like it and whatever else, but capitalism speaks, and if you want the tailgate to be able to have ultimate freedom of speech, you know how to help that out.
Or just put a TOL in front of you. I'll tuck you
No,
up.
I mean, in all honesty, it's like we probably make 10 cents on advertising dollars for a show. You know what I mean? So Kevin Lee is already taking care of the F word for us tonight. So.
Hey, listen, I look, at the end of the day, I'm done with that. I mean, if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But at the end of the day, I'm done talking about Tua's contract. I think we talked about that shit. I said the S word
We'll
ad
talk about it
nauseum.
next off season.
Yeah, at the end of the day, look, it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
We got till next off season now, Shake Bunny, to talk about his contract.
I mean,
That's neither here nor there.
we're still not out of the woods. I would say, listen, if we hit the first season of the game, if we're at week 1, the start of week 1, there's no contract, forget about it. There's not going to be one.
Oh, yeah, forget it. You can definitely put that on the back burner. And Cap for Life will rule the spaces because he will have 8 weeks of nothing but just sure, winning his bet. For 8
You know what
weeks.
else? It's starting to become circular, man. Like, at what point do people just give up talking about it till it's done? Because I saw a tweet today that said something that was giving some advice to Tua, saying Tua should figure out what the most the Dolphins will pay him and ask for that and then sign the deal. And I thought, wait a minute. It's almost as if it's almost as if we talk on these shows. It's like people hear us, but I'm not really sure they're actually listening, dude. You know what I mean? Like, why would Tua have to figure out with some kind of special calculator what the Dolphins' top amount is when Jeff Darlington literally reported it as news what the Dolphins' ultimate amount would be?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Darlington said it.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying Darlington knows
I think he
or
gave
is
a
the
range.
gospel, but Darlington saying that is a piece of evidence for Tua to put in his calculus when he's trying to figure out what the Dolphins' top dollar amount is. Like,
maybe he didn't agree
figure
with
out
Darlington.
what? I'm pretty sure he knows what their top amount is. If we all know, because Darlington reported it.
Maybe Tua doesn't agree with Darlington.
Well, that may be true, Crypto, but figuring out as if it's an objective exercise. You know what I mean? When somebody inside the organization who all the people trust, Tua haters and Tuaneers, they all trust him. And he literally told us what he thought the Dolphins' ultimate amount would be. So what's there to figure out? That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
All of a sudden, fast forward 4 weeks, we memory hole what Jeff Darlington said, and we're all sitting here telling Tua he needs to figure out what the top dollar is for the Dolphins are willing to go. It's complete propaganda anymore. It's just getting ridiculous.
Look, at the end of the day, there's still 52 other people that we got to worry about on this roster. It's a 53-man roster.
Yeah. What about the offensive line? We got to figure out Eichenberg's deal. I don't know, Batman, close your ears, but we still got to get Eichenberg's deal set down. We got to settle down and get Eichenberg's deal figured out first. Tua doesn't get to throw a pass without Eichenberg blocking.
Listen, what we should do is trade Tyreek Hill to Philadelphia, and we'll take Devontae Parker rights from them and get him out of retirement.
Well, I guess if you want to put us in permanent purgatory, I guess. If we got Fitzpatrick throwing to him, then I might be likely to sign on to it.
Yeah.
He had his best days with Fitz. There you go. I would take back DVP only if Fitz is coming with the deal.
With a 35, man, I remember he's got a high Wonderlic score because apparently that's the
That's the bar
prerequisite
now.
for being a quarterback, right?
The Wonderlic, yeah. He is the highest. I think Fitz has the record. Him and Ben Roethlisberger. They're the highest ever, right? That's Wonderlic. Who knows what the Wonderlic? Did they even give that out? Did they give it out to this past rookie class? Did they even take it? Because I don't hear it being reported anymore.
No. I think that didn't the NBA give out the Wonderlic test? The NBA did.
Yeah, I think it's different kind of tests they're giving them, but yeah.
What's up, Scummy? That's my man, Scummy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's in the works, Scummy. It's in the works. In the works. Greer has a number, Scummy. He's cut Tua out of the contract negotiations.
Yeah,
oh
man.
yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. So when you go to Vegas, are you gonna go to the Pyramid Shake?
Yeah. We've finna tear this thing up. Yeah, and then I gotta go. Then tomorrow I gotta go to Cirque du Soleil. That's her thing. So
Cirque du Soleil. What's that?
I don't know, some shit in Vegas.
It's Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, okay. Is that outfit? It sound like a festival or something.
No,
It's something.
It's the big circus where they have like all the trapeze artists and all that stuff. You know what I mean? They like put on a huge show. It's world renowned, man. Cirque du Soleil. You know.
Well, I'm old fashioned. If it ain't Ringling Brothers, it's not a circus.
Well, it's bougie, so it's a cirque. First of all, not a circus. It's Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, I'm old fashioned. Give me Ringling Brothers or give me nothing.
Yeah, man.
That's pronounced Ringlong Brothel.
Oh, yeah. Vince, what's up? What's up, Miss Vince? How you doing, man? She's been on hiatus too.
Vince. Oh yeah, how's it going, Miss Vince?
So what's up, Sharif? What's on your mind?
They must have removed the traffic light.
Hey, fins up everyone. Fins up everyone in the comments, Miss Fins. Yeah, man, I'm still on a high, guys. Number one, I don't fight in the Twitter streets. I don't even analyze it. But if you tag me, I don't do Facebook but I've been on a high on the Florida Panthers win, man. I'm drinking every day. I'm not to the parade, but trust me, I drank out of the Stanley Cup.
Oh, jeez. Enjoy it while it lasts, Sharif. That's so. You got another 100+ years before you get
right, Crypto? You said that, right? And how long do we get to ride at the bragging rights for 1 year, right? Let's say the Dolphins do it, right? We can't carry that forever, right? Like, as bad as we want it, like, we're gonna have to release it in 2026. Like in 2025, like we're gonna have to fight for it again. And so when it happens, when that final couple of seconds happened and Florida was able to secure the defensive puck and everyone just skated to the edge of the ice and when we knew the seconds ran out, man, that feeling, man. That's a feeling, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, Sharif, we as Dolphin fans can ride it for a little while longer simply because 3-3 sounds way better than 2-5, man.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm sorry. 2-3 sounds. 3-3 sounds better than 2-3. Like 2-3, you're a Super Bowl loser. 3-3, you're a world-renowned Super Bowl winner.
You're Buffalo.
Or you're on par. Or you're on par.
Right. But 2 and 3 just sounds like 2 and 3 sounds like you fell into a couple Super Bowls. 3 and 3 is like, all right, we won 3, we lost 3. Tough times, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you go to 6 of them,
Yeah, I can
I
propagandize with the best of them, Sharif.
2 years give you a run for your money. They coming up with they're pulling out all the stuff.
They do, man. They do. I had to mute one of them today. I don't block right away. I mute first. It's like,
Yeah, I
get off
mostly.
the timeline.
I don't even block. It's got to be something real bad.
But at some point, you have the mute button is helpful because at some point it's like, all right, the algorithm thinks that I really like this person or something because that's all I'm getting is from this person, and it's like, all right, time to mute. And then about a month from now, I'll see a comment in a thread. It'll say, "This is a comment from somebody you muted," and I'm like, "Oh, but I want to see it. Come on!" So I'll unmute him at that point.
So, Sharif, you came back to the mainland to go to their parade? Is that what you said?
Oh no, man. I just I put it live on my tablet while I was at work. It rained. Came home, watched the rest of it. Listen, man, Kachuk, listen, Verhage, Reinhardt. They even start locking some of these guys up. I don't want to bore anyone, but I just hope that Chris Greer learned something from Barry Zito, man.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I don't even think he even know who Barry Zito is. He probably do, but he's got too much pride, Sharif. You talking about Greer here?
Listen, if I could win a Super Bowl this year, that'll be 2 for me within a year.
The link to the top of the page. S'il vous plaît.
Sure could.
Please.
And think about it, guys. If the Knicks win the championship, that'll be 3. The Dolphins, the Knicks, and the Florida. I'll fly on cloud 10.
All right, Alex. Enough with that.
Yeah.
The Knicks ain't winning no championship.
That will definitely be.
I'll tell you what, Sharif.
Signs of the times if the Knicks win.
If the Knicks win a championship, I will send $100 to St. Jude under your name.
St. Jude.
Yeah. I'm ready for the season, man. I'm ready.
And I will personally troll Stephen A. Smith for you for a week.
Why? He's a Knicks fan.
I know.
He's a Knicks.
But he's a jaded Knicks fan. He does nothing but crap on them all the time.
So he's like the Pete of the Knicks fans?
Right, exactly.
And Dallas too. I think he's like that.
Well, he's not a Dallas fan, but he treats the Knicks like he does Dallas. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, actually, he's a Steelers fan
and a Giants fan. I think too. I think he's a Giants.
No, he's a Steelers fan. He just likes the Steelers.
Maybe that was him. Maybe I was mixing him up with what's his name? Skip Bayless being a Cowboy.
Skip is a bandwagoner, dude. That dude will latch on the top guy anywhere. Like he's a Bill Belichick fan. He's a Brady fan. He's a Dallas fan. He's a Jerry Jones fan. Like everybody that's the most talked about is who Skip is a fan of.
No, but he is a Cowboys fan. He is a Cowboys fan, man. He whenever they win or lose, he always.
Oh, that's right. You're right. He is a Cowboys fan. I forgot. He is an exclusive Cowboys fan. That's right.
What's going on, Bill? Spread crowd noise. Yes, he is a front runner.
Picking up for Jerry Jones there.
And Stephen A's an Aaron Rodgers fan too. And that's because he knows that they beat Dallas all the time.
Yeah. They've all historically owned the Cowboys.
That's a bad man.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just hoping we don't have to hear that nonsense out of Stephen A. this year. I don't want to be hearing that, man.
Hey, Raphael Courtwright in the building. What's going on, my man? Raphael Courtwright hooked up Joe, Jamie Raycart, man. I see
Telegraph to it.
Yeah, man. This is the off season, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. Papa Paul, what's going on, man?
What's going on, guys?
So,
Hey, Papa Paul.
How's everyone doing this evening?
pretty good.
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. It's a good day in paradise.
There you go. It's all right. It's another day in paradise.
That's right. I mean, we haven't had any rain today, but it's actually up where I live. It's been overcast and actually kind of comfortable on the back porch with the puppies and everything.
Mm.
You know, down in Tampa, I know they had heat warnings down there, you know, with a heat index of 108 to 111.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you get rain? Did you get rain, Shake?
Yeah, we got poured on.
Yeah, I saw Allie did too.
Yeah.
She had like a flash flood in the parking lot. They're going out to the car. They had like 6 inches of water go out in the parking lot.
So they were basically under all them clouds you were looking at from your viewpoint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
But guess what, Papa Paul? All that's going is heading your direction. So.
Hey, you know what? It can't wash out my driveway much more than what it is. I almost have to use 4-wheel drive.
Right. It's like I got a south facing window in my apartment, Papa Paul, and it's like up here in Palm Beach County. So I look out the window and I see clouds down south. I'm like, yep, Batman's getting poured on, or somebody's getting poured on.
Well, that's just it. My front windows are facing south, but I also live on a sloped piece of property, so all the water runs down off the roof of the house and down my driveway. And I have a dirt driveway, so it washes it out.
Hey, Shake, you didn't tell me Pete has a grocery store in Chicago.
Yeah, what's it called?
Pete's Market.
Well, man, hey, the market is the market.
The market.
It's called Pete's Market.
It's Pete's Market. All the food is a negative to you.
Right. So you got Publix where shopping is a pleasure, and you got Pete's where the market is the market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they don't sell pineapples in that store.
Or lemons.
Right.
They don't sell no lemons either.
They don't sell lemons or pineapples, none.
No.
Oh man,
we only sell Ferraris and Maseratis, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pete's doing business in Chicago, man. Go inside
and pickup trucks. We sell them too.
Mashed potato and corn.
We've got the Isaiah package for our trucks.
I just got some pontoons to add to the side of my truck.
Planning to go to Dade County anytime soon?
Training camp.
Anywhere south at this point.
Yeah. Remember, he's going to training camp soon.
Right, he's getting ready for camp. That's right. You got to put the pontoons on the side of the truck.
Yeah. Training camp will be here before you know it. I mean, it's already the 5th.
2 weeks away. Roughly 3 weeks away. 3 weeks.
Well, we've got 11 days away, and the rookies show up. And the week after that, the veterans. And then the week after that's open training camp.
Open training camp. And the week after that, Tua's holdout.
You know what? If it happens, it happens.
I'm stirring the pot today. I'm stirring the pot.
I see that. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. You know what? I don't care if he holds out, honestly. I really don't care.
I hear you. I mean, I'm indifferent on it.
Neither
You
do the
know, if
Dolphins.
he
That's
does,
what
he
we've been
does.
trying to say for 3 months.
You know, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, I don't want them to give him a contract this year.
Mhm. Right.
It's a two-edged sword, but if he
Right.
goes, you know, if they give him a contract this year and he goes out and plummets, then we screwed up.
Right.
But if we don't give him a contract, he goes out and balls out, we're going to end up having to pay him more in the long
Right.
run.
That's the question. You nailed it, Papa Paul. Now a person just has to ask themselves, which is the sharper side of that double-edged sword? And why do we want to be cutting ourselves with the sharpest side?
Exactly.
See, my thing
What
is,
up, Billy
Papa,
Baxter?
right?
What's going on? But go ahead.
Hey, shut up.
All right, what's happening, man?
I'm not living on any island of signing him or franchising him.
Actually, you do
Right?
live on an island.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not living on either one.
Real quick, Sharif. If in Papa Paul's scenario, if we sign him and he screws up, we're screwed out of 3 years. If we don't sign him and he balls out, we're screwed out of one extra star player.
One extra star, yeah.
Like, it's, you know what I mean? People are freaking out over the amount of money we'd have to fork over if he ends up balling out. Like, in case y'all didn't notice, the highest paid guy is still only $47 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I mean, you know, people look at Trevor Lawrence. Well, Trevor Lawrence doesn't have that much guaranteed money. He's got an incentive-based
Right.
contract.
And we've been trying to show that to people, Papa Paul, but everybody just wants to ignore it when it's convenient for their narrative. That's what Omar was trying to say today. I saw Omar made a tweet about that, and it's pretty much what he's saying. It's like, are we talking real money or fake contract money? Let's all decide before we have the conversation, because it'll be all over the place. Trevor Lawrence really didn't get paid all that much.
No, he didn't really. When it comes to apples to apples, orange to orange, he did not get paid that much. Contract wise, it's a big contract. But what he's actually getting paid, he's got to get out there and ball out in order for him to get the full contract.
Right. So what they've done is they've said, if he balls out, he'll cost us extra money. But we already know what that extra money is. We've already baked it in.
Yeah.
All right.
See, you know, I mean, and like we say on the show, if we don't pay Tua now, and he doesn't improve, but he doesn't get any worse, we don't have to pay him next year. We can still franchise tag him.
Hey.
Yep. Well,
hey, real quick, let me I gotta do this because
sure.
He's your neighbor. He's one of your neighbors. And he is my brother from another mother, man. Mi hermano. Welcome to the program. The one, the only, the Rabbit Dolphin in the building. What's going on, man? Está perdido, coño.
What's going on?
What's going on, brother?
What's good? What's good, Shake? What's good? What's good, everybody?
Man, I ain't heard that voice in like 3 days,
Hey,
man.
what's good, Louis?
I was jonesing, man.
Yeah,
Jonesing for some Rabbit Dolphin.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's why the icon is the Rabbit Dolphin, because it's about to go. I'm about to go off. God damn it! I'm so sick and tired of hearing some of the shit and listening to some of the shit. Maybe it's just the way my mind works, but you know, we'll get into it. But what's good, everyone? What's good? What's good?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm actually doing great for the first time in a while. So.
Likewise, Papa Paul. I'm feeling you there, man. Inflammation is relatively low, and you know.
Louis, I'm still on a high.
But look, this is what happened with Trevor Lawrence, and what should happen with Tua and what Papa Paul's trying to describe. So you say, okay, if he were to ball out this year and we owe him X number of dollars because of, him being worth more next year, okay, fine. Whatever that contract would be, and you take that amount and you take whatever you're willing to pay him now without knowing what he's going to do, and you take the difference between those two amounts and you make those the incentives. That's what the Jags did.
Yeah, look like it's heavy incentive based contract.
That way you're baking in, if he balls out, you're baking in that extra cost that he would earn.
Listen, guys, when you follow Spotrac, it shows you exactly what Patrick Mahomes will make in 2027. He will never see a dime of it. They will either restructure or extend. So he will
What
never
about
see
Madden?
$46 million. Never. And so it's just like Tyreek. Tyreek will never see the 2026 of his contract. If he does, he will eat the Dolphins alive in salary cap. And so what we have to understand is if you give if Stephen Ross gives Tua 180 million, that has nothing to do with the salary cap. End of story. Moving on, because that means you can derive the other 28. You can derive the other 40 between those 5 seasons, between those 4 seasons. Meaning, now he's getting 23 this year. He can probably be getting 17 or something in 2025. 2026, he'll be getting the rest of his contract. And he can get the prorated ones if he wants to restructure 3 years into his new contract. But he would never see a dime against the cap. That'll be Stephen Ross's signing bonus going into Tua's pocket. That's how the salary cap. So people saying he would stress us. This is why I don't even see. And this is why Madden teaches you how the salary cap should work. And these guys are dumb. They're just stupid. Moving on. Continue.
Yeah,
Which Madden? The mobile Madden or the PlayStation Madden?
that has to be the mobile version. That's the
Because
yeah,
they would
that's
if
the mobile.
Dolphins fans knew
Hey,
what
what this
would
is about?
affect the cap, so you can help Tua, and they know what the bonus is of the salary of a signing bonus, they wouldn't even be talking about this.
Sorry, I only
They
play on
wouldn't even
Madden
be talking about
94, so
this.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still play Madden
I
94.
don't want to get into shit that we don't know about. So, I'll just say for me, right? When I've been sitting here and I've been listening the past couple of days, it's funny. Color said he hasn't heard my voice in about 3 or 4 days. I just been like sitting back and listening, right? Trying to listen to all the people that have a voice, right, in this situation. And it just, for me, again, maybe it's me, maybe I'm the one that it loses me in some of these people's arguments, right? I heard an argument, well, you got to protect yourself with a contract with Tua because he's injury prone. I completely 1000% agree. My thing is, though, is that a Tua problem or is that a league wide issue? Because this is a contact sport. And I'm pretty sure that every man, right, for the most part, that plays in this league in their contract has injury clauses. I'm pretty sure it works like that. This is a contact sport. I'm pretty sure Trevor Lawrence has some kind of language about injuries. So does Justin
Yeah,
Herbert. So does Burrow. So does Tua. So does
It
Hurts.
just got
So does
different
Lamar.
scale.
And I get it, Crypto. Again, you always love to argue semantics. I'm not here to argue semantics. I'm just here to state points. That's all I'm trying to do. The simple fact is, people told me 3 nights ago, 4 nights ago, whatever it was, well, Tua hasn't been hurt or Tua hasn't played a healthy season in 7 years. 3 in Alabama, he was hurt. His first 4 in Miami, he only had played 1 healthy season, right? And there's a concern that you don't want to give him the bag for that. That's valid, right? Where it loses me is people will turn around and say, well, if Tua plays again this year on the 5th-year option without a deal, Then you can just, if he plays well next year, just give him what he wants. Well, wait a minute. Does that take away the fact of the past 7 years before that where he couldn't stay healthy?
Nope, it doesn't, Lewis. And since I'm a person that said that very thing, I'm going to go ahead and answer for it. It's really just a matter of expediting the conversation when I say that, because we can like if he balls out and we are at this point where, well, how much is he worth now? I'm probably going to be changing my stance and saying, no, we need to talk about this. Not like now where it's like, okay, the biggest concern that I hear from people is that if he balls out, we're going to have to pay him a god-awful amount of money. So I'm just conceding that point for the sake of the conversation. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now,
and one thing, Lewis, before you continue,
okay, yep.
I was talking to Iceman the other day, and it occurred to me, if you think about it, yeah, of course he's had multiple injuries, but at the end of the day, he's only had 2 major injuries: the concussion, which, let's face it, everybody gets concussion. I don't care how big and strong you are. There's no preparing for concussions. And number 2 was the hip injury. Outside of that, he's had injuries where he's only missed maybe a handful of games. So at the end of the day, everybody is inflating his injuries to fit some kind of narrative. At the end of the day, I don't care either way. I don't care either way. But at the end of the day, they're inflating his injuries.
I would just add to the
Finally,
fact that
you guys are coming on board with me.
I would just add to the fact that the Dolphins did him no favors when it came to, let's be real, hyping up some of those concussions that may not have risen to that level. The Dolphins did him no favors by coddling him like that, bro.
Okay. 1,000%. Now, let me just get to real quick what Color said, though, right? If he balls out this season, assuming there's no deal, right? He's playing on the 5th-year option. He balls out. Now, I just want to throw a scenario, right? Because I've heard Color say this where I agree. A lot of the narrative is, well, in the biggest moments, biggest games, whenever it was, let's just go to last year, right? Tua kind of folded. Now, Color has made the point, and this is where I agree, that look at this year's schedule. There's not many easy games on the schedule. This narrative of Tua either can't beat good teams, or now he's going to get over the hump this year and beat some of these good teams, because this year's schedule is a little bit harder. I've heard Color say that.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, since we're at that point, let's say we win some of these games that everybody says is big games, right? Let's say we win some of those, but the season that Tua has looks eerily similar to the one he just had last season.
I'd say it's different. I'd say if Tua can play at a level that cobbles us together 10 wins this year with the way our schedule is, I don't care if we're a one and done in the playoffs. That's something to put on the table and say that's real deal.
Okay, and that's what I was trying to get at. See, at least that's fair. And this is why
and by the way, real quick, Lewis,
if even 3 of those teams we got 11 wins, I'm sorry, Shake. If even 3 of those 11 wins we got last year were against the Buffaloes and the KCs of the world, we wouldn't even be having this. I wouldn't be part of this conversation.
And by the way, when I do my smoke lounge, I'm gonna plug my show this Wednesday. Smoke Lounge is back, but hey, at the end of the day, this time last year, the Dolphins so-called had the 3rd hard schedule last year. This time last year, the same thing we're talking about this, like we're talking about now. It's the 3rd hardest schedule. We win 11 games, and now it was the 3rd easiest. So at the end of the day,
well, right. The difference for me, Shake, is that I'm not looking at winning percentages for my statement on a hard schedule. I'm looking at the actual teams we're facing and what they put down last year. And what they expect for themselves to put down this year. You know what I mean? These are good teams.
I got a quick question.
But all those good teams get good key injuries.
Sure. I'm right with you there. I'm just saying that there's enough of them on our schedule this year that we're not racking up 11 wins with bad teams. That just ain't happening this year.
Okay. I want to say something. I agree the concussions happen to everybody, and it was excelled a lot by Miami Dolphins. Okay. And I agree he's really only had one major injury, really, which was the hip. And it's not the injuries I'm looking at. I'm looking at
What's up, CB83?
the level playing field. He hasn't excelled in.
Who?
But I have a question for you, Color, because you seem to know a lot about all the contracts and everything like that. Would there be can NFL general managers pull a contract like the Bobby Bonilla contract? Do you know what
No.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, no. It's two different sports. It would never work in the NFL like that.
Why not? I mean, they can't pay him $10 million a year for 30 years to equal $300 million, and that's
Yeah, I mean they could, but it'll never happen.
Yeah, because
mean, you
there's
can
no
go
salary cap in baseball, so they could do whatever.
Right.
But I mean, but that would only be $10 million a year against the salary cap instead of 50.
Yeah, but the
Or
teams
60.
in baseball that do that with players like Bonilla, they can afford to just cut him the entire check for the $300 million if they wanted to.
Right.
What
Yeah,
I mean by affording it is they don't have a salary cap. So technically, if they were rich enough to, they could just cut the whole $300 million check right there if they wanted.
I understand that, but at the same time, written in a contract, can't they spread that out over a period of time? And it goes against the salary cap. But it's only $10 million.
It's called voidable years. They have voidable years.
Right. In this case, we just wouldn't know what the NFL rules are on how many years can be on a contract. There might be a limit.
Okay, that's
10 years you can do.
And that's what I didn't know. That's why I was asking, because I know you do all the research on everything, Color, and I appreciate your research and stuff.
Yeah.
Contract
It's called voidable years. They do that all the time. Like in Dominic Sue, we were paying Dominic Sue like 3 or 4 years after he was gone. We're still paying Dominic Sue.
And I'd probably default to Lewis on the contract stuff these days, Pablo.
Man, I tell you
Okay,
what.
I don't know.
No one
I
had a
appreciate your
worse
compliment.
voidable
I
year
do fashion
contract.
myself as making sure I get in the weeds on everything I talk about. I just haven't gotten the weeds on the
By the
contract
way, guys,
to that level.
Okay, actually, you know what? El Capitan and Ali are pretty good with those too.
And Lewis talks about it every day. So he's pretty much up to speed on details too.
Yeah. I don't see that happening. But
by the way, guys, there's no
Speak of the devil.
one
You might get your
the
answer,
worst.
Paul. Here comes Mr. Computer right now.
Good evening, gentlemen. The computer states that there are no limits on length of contract in the NFL. However, rookie contracts have restrictions.
Oh, okay. So in theory, they can't do 30 years.
I was just about to say, I was just about to say the worst contract in any history is Allen Houston. We stopped paying Allen Houston.
Did you all hear anybody just now?
2020,
bro. Hear anybody just now? I'm pretty. We found out, Papa Paul. There's no limit on contracts.
On the years, on the amount of years.
Sorry, Ali.
Bro,
I had to properly.
Allen Houston was out the league in 2013, bro. We stopped paying him in 2020. Like
Ali the Persian,
and Dominic Sue had one of those same contracts.
Ali, I was attempting to memory hole you so I could be the one to tell Papa Paul.
Oh, yeah, but in theory, we could technically do it. I do think I
think 10 years is the most they'll do.
Yeah, at this point, at this juncture, we've only seen 10 years. So not to say that they can't do it, but it is something. I mean, it's just like the Deshaun Watson thing. Have we ever seen a fully guaranteed contract to a quarterback of that much money before it happened? No, we really hadn't seen something like that. So just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean we can't. But I don't think teams will do it because that is a lot of money, and it is a long time of dead cap.
Right, and I mean there has to be a limit at some point, like the lifespan of a human being.
You know what I mean? Even if it's only 10 years, you got these kids have to look at. They got money coming after they're out of the league. They got to look at that because a lot of these kids are not good financial people, as you see, and we all have seen. A lot of these football players are broke within a year or two of being out of the league because they've just blown through their money.
Yeah, again, I don't see a 10-year contract coming with Tua, and to kind of answer.
No, Lewis, you out your mind?
We ain't talking
I,
about Tua.
Allow one
I'm not.
time, please.
Okay,
Cut over.
let
Go
me
ahead.
let me reiterate on this. It's not a 10-year contract. It's just a 5-year contract for the team, but they're paying the money out like Benelia gets. He gets $1 million a year until
Dead money, dead money. Yeah.
What he's talking
Until
about,
he gets it.
he wants to extend the time frame of paying a 5-year contract. It's very similar to what they do in the NBA. The Lakers had 2 players that wasn't on the team for 7 years, but for those 7 years, they were still getting paid. That's basically what you're stating.
Yeah, but
Charlie Ward.
I just wouldn't do it like that. For that, I would give a shorter contract and guarantee the whole contract on a shorter deal.
That's pretty much my proposal. I'm giving nobody no more than 3 years.
That's also the only reason they're paying out after they're gone is it was a fully guaranteed contract.
Right, exactly. In that scenario, I would just do a 3-year deal and then just guarantee everything. That's kind of what Kirk Cousins did. His first contract in Minnesota, it wasn't to the Deshaun Watson $250 million level, but I think it was like 170, 180 fully guaranteed. His first full contract with Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hell, let's say you did a 3-year, $160 million deal with Tua for 3 years. 160, everything guaranteed. Would everybody have a problem?
160 million, you said?
3 years?
But that's what I was trying to say earlier, guys. If you were listening, if you guarantee any signing bonus of 160 million, it's not going against the Dolphins' cap in 2025. It's coming out of Ross's pocket. What'll happen is, over a 3-year period, Lewis, you will have prorated 23 million he'll make this year, 17 million he'll make next year, and he'll make the last of it. It won't hurt us. That 160 million is coming out of Ross's pocket. It won't hit the cap. So it doesn't damn matter what they give him in the signing bonus, because it ain't our money, bro.
Yeah, we get that. Again, that's a cool story. What I'm saying is he's locked in for $23 million this year on the 5th-year option. Let's just say he keeps that, to your point, $23 million this year, and let's say the extension was 3 years, $160 million, right? So the whole total contract would be $183 million. It would be that for 4 years, the 23 for this year. And then for the next 3 seasons, you're basically paying Tua Tagovailoa $40 million a year for the next 3, because it would be fully guaranteed. You got him on a 4-year extension, right? This year, $23 million. The next year, $40. Would anybody have a problem with that?
Well, then you're only looking at $120 million.
That would exceed the signing bonus, though, Lewis. That's why within that.
The only person I could imagine having a problem with that would be Tua.
160 million divided by 3 is 50. Is over 50.
Like 40 million.
Yeah. So I did it wrong. Yeah. So basically, the total contract would be 143 million. The 20.
You trying to rob us, man?
And for the next 3 seasons, it would be the 100.
No, he's not trying to rob us. He's giving them 23 million this year, and then 3 more seasons at 40 million a year, which is less than what all these other contracts have been coming out as.
And less than what the franchise.
No, because it's fully guaranteed.
Right. I was only joking with the math. I was joking with his math the first time.
No, it is fully guaranteed, but it's still. I'm fine with that. It's a good deal. It's better than looking at the $50 to $60 million a year.
Right, that would be fine because it'll be like the total contract.
Right, and so 43 million, and so 45 million out of the 140 guaranteed. It will hit the cap in 3 years. Derived over 3 years, 45 will be spread. 160 would be out of Ross's pocket. It won't count against the cap. And so if we have that mindset, we'll be fine with whatever Ross wants to give him.
Can I have the floor real quick? I just want to clarify something. I got some updated information. So there is no length to NFL contracts of how long they can be. However, if the signing bonus is to be prorated for any reason, it can only be prorated up to 5 years. Just so you know that.
Up to 5 years of signing bonus.
Yeah, the signing bonus itself. So you can have, like, for example, Mahomes' contract, for example, is a 10-year contract, right? That's fine. It could have been 20 or 30-year contract. He may get that. Who knows? But the thing is that whatever signing bonus, if they want to divide that up instead of paying them all at once, that can only be divided up to 5 years. Just so you know.
And by the way, before Patrick Mahomes signed his 10-year deal, McNabb signed a 12-year deal.
Did he have a 12-year deal?
Yeah, it was a 12-year
Yeah,
deal.
he did.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I thought Mahomes was the one that had the.
Basically, the quarterback in Philly.
I don't remember much, but I do remember that.
The quarterback in Philly right now, if you look at his contract on Spotrac, right, Ali, you would see that he's actually making like little over 11 million next year. It's so friendly for Philly. Meanwhile, look at the signing bonus. He already got at least 78% of it already from the owner of Philly. That means it won't hit the cap because the cap is basically maybe 38 million spread over 5 years with the extension he got. You see where I'm going? So it's a little. Meanwhile, the signing bonus is great from the owner's pocket.
Yeah, Sharif, we've been saying that for the past 2 months. I said that like 4 months ago. We all know the more signing bonus, the more of that money is guaranteed up front, the less you can spread it out through the years.
So Ross would be risking his money out of his pocket. Right, Ross. So the cap would be friendly if Tua fails if we pay him and we give him a signing bonus. Our cap friend for the next 3 years, by the way, because it'll be a little just like the kid in Philly, the quarterback in Philly. It'll be a little in 2026 and a little in 2027, the rest of it. And the signing bonus would have already been given from Stephen Ross to him through a check, and that won't affect the cap. So that being said, when we say Tua needs to help to build around him, we can now open up that conversation because the money will be there. I mean, this is these guys. I think Philly lost 2 key players, what they call game changers. They lost a couple, but they also got Saquon. So it's his contract that is helping them to still go get people. That's how it is.
Hey, Ali, you going to any other training camp?
Yes, I'll be going to like the first couple days. The day where we have practice in the stadium, the members only day, and probably like the last 2 or 3 days.
Okay, I'll be there the whole first week.
I'd love to be there the whole first week. Unfortunately, work calls. So,
well, you're lucky. You can work. I can't.
Hey, by the way, Papa Paul, how's Paris Love doing?
I haven't talked to him in a couple days, but he's been doing okay. He's got to learn that it's time for him to make a life change. He can't be the go person he once was. Well, and that's, the same thing I've been going through. It's, I was used to working 6-7 days a week, 8 to 12 hours a day. And then I'm doing nothing, and it's been driving me batshit crazy for the past 5 years. And I'm just now really starting to get a hold of things and realizing what I can and can't do.
Sorry about that, Papa Paul.
It is what it is. Like I said earlier when I came on, I'm actually better today than I've been in a long time.
It's good.
And I can't wait for training camp because I want to see what Coach Weaver is going to do with this defense.
I mean, that is actually something I'm going to keep my eye on when I'm at training camp is the defensive line. I'm really interested to see how it develops and how it turns out. We have a lot of players that have ability. It's just question which players are ultimately going to make this team. And it's going to be very interesting.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. It's the same thing that we've said before is when it comes down to cutting down the 53-man roster, there's going to be some heads turning like, what do you mean this guy didn't make it?
Mm-hmm. Or what do you mean this guy's getting traded? That's
I
have two people that I think is very highly could get traded that might turn some heads. So
who do you think?
I honestly, one is it's kind of obvious. I think Berrios could get traded. It's very possible. I know people are going to tell me there's not really going to be a market for him. I think there is going to be a market. I just don't expect anything huge. It's going to probably be like a 7th round pick or something like that. Right? Yeah. The other person that I think could get traded is Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson. Yes, I most definitely see Jeff Wilson because we have a full running back crew at this time, really.
Well, my 4 guys
I think
running back does not include Jeff Wilson, unfortunately. So that's
I think. How do you feel about this though, Ali? How about you trade Mostert and get upwards of a 4th or 3rd or even more, and then you keep Jeff Wilson, knowing he won't play anyway.
Sorry,
but that's why. But this is why you do it with Xavier 2 years ago, and I think you should do it with Mostert now. I mean, how you feel about that?
Who the hell is going to give you a 4th round pick for Raheem Mostert right now?
Hold on. This is a good conversation to have. If you look at how this team is starting to shape up, right, and be built, you have players in every position group that are very similar to set up that next man up mentality, right? Yeah. Without having to change the system very much. That's why we went and got Achane, and that's why you had Mostert and Achane who are very similar in ways, right? Even Jalen Wright behind him, it has the speed and it has abilities very similar to the other two as well. Jeff Wilson doesn't have that speed. He doesn't have some of the abilities that the other 3 guys have, right? And why hold on to him when you have Brooks here that can be that goal line guy for you, right? That bigger back.
And that's why I want to move off of Mostert, man, Ali, because I got so much talent and they're young.
You got to understand.
Who's gonna give me a 5th round pick for 20 touchdowns? You better come out of my face. That's 20 touchdowns, sir.
Where are you gonna get?
Not necessarily in someone else's system, first of all, and second, you got to look. Mostert is actually mentoring these guys in the same way that has been working for the team. And Jeff Wilson doesn't want a mentor or anything. He's been around a little bit. He's doesn't have the speed. And honestly, with Berrios, I can almost see, because really the only use we have for Berrios right now, more or less, I would say special teams, but we could end up using Jalen Wright on special teams, Devon Achane on special teams as well.
You could,
for those kickoff returns and punt returns.
3rd down protection back. He's very good at that. Jalen Wright, very, very good.
Here's another player in position group that kind of has that same mentality of the next man up without having to change up things very much. Look at the Patrick Paul pick, right? Look at his abilities and specifically his work ethic, right? When you look at his size, abilities, and work ethic, he is a cheaper and much, much younger version of Teron Armstead, right? So you have Teron Armstead. What is he there for? He's your starting left tackle, and he's the mentor for the guy that's going to be the next guy that's going to take his place. And that's why we have these players for. They are looking at players that not only are going to be able to produce at a very high level, but can also teach enough to the guy behind them. So when we do have to play next man up, there's not going to be a drop off.
I feel you.
I agree 100% with you, Ali, on that. And actually, I cannot wait to meet Patrick Paul at training camp.
Same here. I have so many questions for that man. I cannot wait, to be honest.
Well, just to look at him against a lot of these other guys, how he towers over them and stuff. I am definitely getting a helmet signed by him.
Good evening, y'all.
Definitely. And my one crazy hey, what's up, Big Philly? My one crazy, not really crazy, but it's a player that's undrafted that I think it does make this team. The more I watch tape, I'm on the Matthew Jones train right now.
Philly, you look like you're ready to become president of some country, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That beard, man.
What's up, Billy? Matthew Jones. I'm trying to remember what position is Matthew.
Right guard from Ohio State. Go watch the tape. He moves side to side and does things that would work perfect in this offensive scheme, specifically at the right guard position. And if you like the versatile players that can play right guard or center, guess what? He can definitely play center as well. And he is a massive man and push people around in the Big Ten. So
yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Go ahead.
So you guys I caught in the I just started watching, but you guys are talking about special teams, if I'm not mistaken. He said A-Chain to take kick returns or punt returns back. What I was going to say was somebody who I would think would do good, right? Who's another speedster, but doesn't really have any high impact to the starting lineup. I think it's Boyner. Is his last name Boyner, whatever his name is?
Bonner.
Yeah.
Bonner?
Yeah.
Bonner?
Yeah, I think Bonner. I think he's like the third fastest player on our team.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Tyreek, A-Chain, and then him. But I think he would be another good fit to try. Not saying that he would be successful, but to try him out, see what he does, and just go from there.
We have the rookie Jalen Wright, also, who's right there with the speed.
Here's something also, speaking of special teams and a person that I think is going to definitely make this roster, but he doesn't impact the starting lineup. Taj Washington, even Malik Washington. Both the Washington guys are very, very shifty, and they're known for making people miss. And in this new setup of kickoff rules, which we have no idea what to expect, so that's going to be exciting as well. It'd be really interesting seeing what these guys can do in that type of format.
Okay, I got a question for you, for the whole panel, really. Mm-hmm. There were some people on one of my shows that were looking at things and said, with the Washington, they called them the Washington brothers, even though they're not brothers. They brung it up and said they could be the next Marx brothers. What is your opinion on it? Anybody?
I want to kick out whoever came up with that nonsense out of the fan base. I'm tired of hearing that childish nonsense.
You know what it is, bro? It's just nostalgia. People just want to see.
Like,
hey man, hey, listen.
They're gonna be lucky if both of them even make the team.
Yeah.
One of them is
well, I guess I'm gonna have to be kicked out of the fan base because
I'm sorry, Color. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like the judge with the gavel, and I'm gonna smack that gavel as hard as I can right now. Both Washingtons, not brothers. I'm not comparing Mark's brother or anything like that, but both Washingtons are making this team. If you look at
fine, but we've got 4 Jalen's on the team.
So
are they all the Jalen brothers? Are they all the Jalen brothers?
Hey, listen, I guess I'm gonna have to be kicked out of the fan base then. The
Jalen Fours.
No, I'm going based on talent and what they could do for this team on why I think both will make this team.
I mean,
I don't. Again, that's a different argument than why we have to immediately crown them the Marx brothers.
We're not crowning them the Marx brothers. We're just saying the Washington
I think what
brothers.
Papa Paul was asking was,
for 2 reasons.
Will they be able to compare?
You want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Yeah, but the Marx brothers weren't called the Marx brothers until they became great. It's not like people were calling them the Marx brothers in their rookie year.
And we're not calling them.
If that offends you,
they gotta earn it.
Don't offend me. I just think look. Can I not say it's childish? I didn't
what
say
No,
it
I
offended
and
me.
I
If you want to
understand what
crown
you're
him,
That
saying,
can stop
but
me from saying
What
it.
would be considered childish? Hold on. What am I missing?
if
What
you want
happened
to,
with the name?
if you
Papa
want to
Paul has
crown
one
him, then crown
question.
their ass.
What
Papa
He,
Paul, yeah,
the
Washington
hold on.
Washington?
Redskins. Hell yeah, the
Papa
Washington
Nobody.
Paul,
Redskins.
repeat
Hell
the
yeah.
question to Crypto so he
Well,
knows what's going on.
it's only
okay,
two of them. So why are they not called brothers? I'm trying to. What am I missing?
okay. No, Crypto. Do you think the two Washington rookies? Do you think they can become not now, but can they become the next brothers, Washington brothers, like the Marx brothers? I'm not saying calling them now
We
the
use
Washington brothers
man. If we use them in the same fashion, I'm sure they can become their own.
because they are both
Except
wide
personality.
receivers.
Yeah, if we use them and they start, they can call them that now. If it's only just two of them.
You're projecting greatness on them, Billy. You're projecting greatness on a UDFA and a late round pick.
Well, they're both they're both picks. None of them are
They both got
UDFAs.
drafted. What are you
Okay,
talking about?
No,
fine. Okay, yeah, fine. We're projecting greatness. Where's your projecting greatness on Skylar Thompson? Hater.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Wasn't the Marks brother a eighth round pick or ninth round pick? One of the Mark Lane,
Not
an
my
eighth round
point,
pick.
bro. My point is
My point is
why all of a sudden
the
are we
point is we could
projecting
call we want
greatness
to call
on
them.
these two guys?
Well,
I'm
we're gonna
not
do it
Because they have
projecting.
the
I'm
same last
We're gonna
name.
do it.
I would
Because
say
they have the same last name. We're
I would
projecting
say let's
greatness
just
on
get through
them.
training
Ding,
camp.
ding, 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 ding. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yo, let's just get through training camp. Why did I blow my face up like that, bro?
that was
No,
Like what the fuck was that?
Tate took care of that.
Because
This is
StreamYard
why
has to
motherfuckers don't come on camp.
because
Like, goddamn.
StreamYard has to put the mute button right next to everything else instead of off in the corner where you don't
yeah,
have
it
to
does
Yo.
happen by accident. It's not on
Yo, I
purpose.
was like, what the fuck?
I don't know
I
if we're
see what you're
projecting
saying,
greatness.
Color. I
I
see
don't
what
know
you're
if we're
saying.
projecting greatness on them because that played it down. We just giving them a nickname like we give everybody else.
Okay, what are you missing here? I just got called a hater, okay, because I'm not willing to project greatness onto them. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I mentioned the person in chat, Billy Batson, telling me that I'm a hater because I'm not projecting greatness onto them. What's hard to understand?
Okay, first of all, Color, you are not a hater. Second of all, no one is trying to project greatness on them.
I
I am
know I'm
just
not a
asking you.
hater. And I just told you this is what made me say it. This gentleman is projecting greatness on them. This gentleman, Billy Batson.
Yo, you realize
Okay, Billy, no one here. I'm not saying project greatness on them. I am saying, can they become? Do you think they become? Anybody can become, but Color, please.
You know what? First of all, you need to learn. Hold on, Papa Paul. First of all, Billy, you need to learn how to spell whining. Okay.
Oh my God, here we
Secondly,
go.
you need to look up the definition of whining. Okay. Am I not allowed to have an opinion without being attacked like this?
Color, bro. Listen. What I'm saying is this.
This is more like whining,
that I'm
and I
complaining
don't like
or
whining.
I'm taking offense to it. I didn't take offense to anything, and I'm
Color,
not whining.
it's not that serious, bro.
He did not take offense to anything, Billy.
What do you think I'm trying to tell you, Big Philly? It's not that.
I hear you, Fred. There's people talking over it. What's up, Fred?
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the nickname. What's wrong with the nickname? That's what I'm missing.
Hold on,
Hey man, hold on. Let Fred talk, bro. I'm trying to get Fred.
Hold on, let Fred talk.
Hey, man,
Hey, Crypto, that's your co-host. Crypto, come on.
I don't give a shit about none of that.
Hey, now me personally, man, I didn't like when they called Mark Clayton and Mark Cooper. I didn't like when they called them the Marx brothers, and I certainly don't call like how these guys are called the Washington brothers, man. These guys don't have anything to do with being brothers.
It's cool. More evidence of the double standard. Root for
Bro.
the rookies. So let's project greatness onto everybody except Skyler, except Liam Eichenberg, except Austin Jackson. How many other guys? How many other guys do we project greatness on that are drafted in the 7th round? How many other guys do we do that for?
Look, what I would say
Cameron Good.
is,
I don't recall any of you following me on the Cameron Good bandwagon. I don't recall any of you all projecting greatness onto Cameron Good for the last.
But where's the greatness?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of us on this panel will root for our rookies and want all our rookies to be successful. But at the end of the day, there's just rookies that aren't successful. Some don't make the team, and I'm not saying that they will or won't. I hope that they do come and they make the team, and I hope they ball and they make impactful plays. But it's the NFL and shit happens. So until they make the squad, it's a fun nickname to say, bro. But
I didn't know
meaning.
calling people brothers mean automatically they mean they were great.
Yeah, and me saying that they're not the Marx brothers is projecting collapse. Now who's taking shit too serious? The guy's all capsing me now. He's yelling at me now. But I'm the one that's taking it too serious.
The Davis boys in Indiana.
The guy that's insulting me for a fucking stupid take.
There's just plenty of players that don't pan out, dude. That we wish they did.
Yeah, that's all I was saying, bro. Let's all attack Big Philly now. Hater. What do you project? What are you projecting collapse for, Big Philly? What are you projecting collapse for?
I'm just saying. I hope they're successful, bro. But
you hope? Don't you know? Wait a minute. You hope? That ain't good enough. I hope for Tua. That ain't good enough.
Your sister does cartwheels on doorknobs.
You know what's the difference
now
between
play
me
me
and you
another
is,
verse. That's worse than the other verse. And walk me around by my
the difference
willie.
between me and you? You know what's the difference between me and you? I don't care. That shit don't bother me. They can talk all they want.
Yeah, the difference between me and you is you think it bothers me because I'm excitable.
She's on the floor again. Your goddamn sister's on the floor again. In the kitchen, greasing up the rolling pin. Your goddamn sister's on the floor again.
That was a great song.
It's like the guy that called me a clown for my take,
Oh,
and then
hey,
5
what was
minutes
that,
later,
bro? What was that?
5 minutes later,
We already moved on from that.
Like the guy that called me a clown for my take, and then 5 minutes later tells me that Josh Allen was doing better last year because Christian Wilkins was grabbing his nuts. So now that we don't have Christian Wilkins grabbing Josh Allen's nuts, he won't be as good this year. That's the dude that just called me a clown. That's the dude that called me a clown.
Yo, really, Lou, what I do, bro? I'm not the one that started this, okay?
We
Papa
didn't
Paul asked
start
the
the fire.
It's always burning since the world been turning. There you go. Damn it.
Hey, Color, I for one, man. Hey, Color, I for one. Hey, Color.
I would just invite you to to Ali's show, Broken Takes, to make that kind of take. I'm not trying to take that away from you. I'm just saying it's kind of ironic that you call me a clown for making a legitimate objective take, and then you turn around and say that Josh Allen is going to be bad this year because Christian Wilkins ain't grabbing his nuts anymore. Like, that's your take. And I'm not supposed to reciprocate your comment and call you a clown? Like, really? I'm just saying, let's be consistent.
Well,
It really don't bother me.
Your
What
sister
bothers me is
swims
the
out to
logical
meet
fallacy.
sailors.
That's what bothers me. Yeah, I don't care what you say, but it's the logical fallacy. At least be freaking smart about what you're saying.
that's right. That's right.
Call somebody a clown and then say that a man is affected one way or another because his nuts are getting grabbed by Christian Wilkins.
Hey, listen, I'm more effective when my nuts are green grabbed. So there.
Well, it's a different way, Shake Money.
But I'm still more effective.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you can say that. The bedroom.
He called my man Color a clown. Oh my God, man.
I don't know if
And
Christian
I'm hoping
Wilkins.
to get my nuts grabbed in
Man, I
Vegas.
don't even remember what it was for. It's not even the point. It didn't bother me. It's just amazing how the same person will turn around and give a take like Christian Wilkins grabbing Josh Allen's balls has anything to do with the outcome of a game.
How do you know it wasn't mutual?
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Now I'm a two-legged cockroach. Like really?
Mutual.
So for all you players there, all you players there at the Raiders squad.
Hey, listen, Lewis.
I am well aware. I am adult enough to know that it's people just trying to get a rise out of me. Okay, I get that. Okay, but it's stupid. Like, at least be smart with your insults. A two-legged cucaracha? Really?
All I know is, Lewis, be careful, man. You might get greenlit in Jersey again.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's okay.
Patrick Mahomes.
I'm greenlit at Hard Rock. So what? Who cares?
Patrick Mahomes. Make sure you hold your nuts, Mahomes.
Fred's gonna break your jaw.
Well, it's funny how many people care. Nobody said nothing about it. Yeah, I'm greenlit at Hard Rock.
Who?
Damn,
who's
for
doing
real?
all this
Everybody knows who.
Everybody, who's doing all these greenlighting? Damn.
The only lighting I want to know about is aqua and orange.
If it actually bothered me, I would have said something about it before now. I would have shown the clip of him saying it if it actually bothered me.
I want to know who's red. I want to know who's red lit and yellow lit, since everybody's getting green lit.
I just know Lewis is greenlit in Jersey.
Lewis don't even think about New Jersey, bro. Lewis don't even think. Hey, Lou, you know anybody in Jersey,
okay,
bro?
because I'm sure that if I called the person out publicly, it would turn into a big joke.
I know
that
several
took
people in Jersey.
No, what'll happen is
I'm talking about Lou, you know anybody in Jersey?
if I called the person out
Yeah, he
publicly,
does know people in
Hold on.
Jersey.
if I called the person out publicly and made a big spectacle out of the person, everybody would just say it was a joke and I took it too seriously. So I don't need to. I can tell the person that greenlighted me this. I will defend myself, and I have the means.
Damn right.
So come try it.
Damn right, Colin.
Everybody's got the means, even if it's a slingshot.
So if you want to make a joke about it, come up here and tell me you were joking. Come up here like a fucking man and tell me you were joking.
It does, folks. By the way, when we talking about Lewis being greenlit, come on, relax, man.
Lewis is green. Hey, Lewis, you off probation, man. It's all right. Fred said you can come through, man.
Fred ain't said a damn thing, Crypto. Cut it out, man. Cut it out, man.
Oh,
You're trying to get fireworks started today too. Damn, Crypto.
What? I ain't said nothing. I'm just
seen enough fireworks last night, bro.
I got a question. Do you throw a good right hook?
Oh no. Oh no, man. No. I haven't threw one of them. I haven't threw one of them in about 40 years, bro.
You old school though, man. That's what I like about Fred. He old school, man.
Yeah, I try to make a joke out of everything. Shake, man, you know, serious, bad. I try to make a good laugh about it and keep it pushing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not going to get me nowhere.
That's like me, you know. I just sing songs. Ay. Your sister does cartwheels on doorknobs. Now play me another verse that's worse than the other verse and waltz me around by my willie.
Hey, Papa Paul, what is that, bro? What is that the Dolphins new team song, bro? What?
It sounds like it. It sounds like it.
She's on the floor.
Hey, are you the same? Are you same Jersey? Because you know, my nature is from Jersey. Are y'all from the same town?
Naughty by nature. I think they're from Philly, bro.
No, they're from Jersey, man. They're from Jersey.
They're from Jersey. Oh no. I don't know, Shake. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
They're on the
Like I
Jersey
said,
Shore, Shake.
I'm not up nowhere near close like the Meadowlands, Shake, up in towards like New York, bro. You know, I'm way back by Philadelphia.
That's what's up.
He's on the Jersey Shore. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, that's South Jersey crypto. However, it'd be miles away from me, man. It'd be about an hour ride from me. 2 hours, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I gotta head out. I gotta bring the puppies inside. So
All right, Papa Paul, have a good day.
Puppy.
if y'all
Yep.
still on when I get done with doing some stuff, I might join back in.
All right, Papa Paul.
Oh, yeah, Papa Paul. Appreciate it.
Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Yeah, peace.
Oh.
Peace, love, and pins up.
Later,
Yes.
Bob.
Hey, Ali. What do you seem like? You seem like you knew it, man. You seem like you knew what those songs Papa Paul was singing, man. You seem like you knew what they were about, bro. Because you were holding your mouth like you wanted to laugh. And what was going on? What was that? What was going on with that, Ali?
I don't know where they're from, but I was laughing at the lyrics. It was kind of funny what he said.
Oh, you know what that song means, Ali. You don't want to say it, bro.
So I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. But he wasn't insulting anybody with it, though, was he, Ali?
Aye.
What's up, Alex Renee? Thanks for the $5 dono. What's good, my boys? Not the Knicks and not the Mets. But thanks for the $5.
And the Islanders suck. Don't forget that.
And by the way, Sunday morning, crypto is gonna be halfway home, and then I'm gonna start a stream at 7:00 Sunday morning, and we're gonna be joining. I'm gonna be joining crypto. We're gonna be driving. We're gonna be doing a drive time home for crypto this Sunday morning at 7:00. If you want to come by,
like the New England game. Those there for the 8-hour drive time. Yeah, we're doing another one of those.
He said he's going to be in Ohio by the time he gets on. He should be in Ohio.
Oh, keep your eyes on the road, crypto.
Of course, I did this before, Fred. I could do this drive in my sleep, man.
Crypto, if you're going through,
don't do that. Don't try that, bro.
Crypto, if you're going through Ohio, make sure you stop in Toledo, Ohio, and get yourself some Tony Paco's, some of the best hot dogs you'll ever have. Just saying.
Oh yeah, they got some.
Yeah, Tony Paco's is like world famous, bro. You need to try.
You say Tony Pepperoni?
No, they're not Canadian. Thank you. It's Tony Paco's.
Hey, crypto, those hot dogs are about $12 a piece too, bro.
Yeah, it's like Yankee Stadium. That's what it is. That's like
it's gotta be the worst, man.
Dude, I remember this was by the way, this was back in 2004. I remember 12 foot long hot dogs was like $80 something at the stadium. In the suites.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
12 of them.
right,
That's
yeah.
still like what? $4, $5 a piece? That still ain't that bad.
No, $84?
Oh no, that'd be like $7 or $8 a piece. Yeah.
So you want to hear something crazy? So Fred just mentioned $12 a piece, right? So I went to Tony Paco's website because you can actually have their hot dogs shipped to you and everything, no matter where you are in the U.S. And they have a price point depending on where you're located, how much it costs. So we're in the red area. If you want, you get 3 packs, which is a total of 15 hot dogs, $170.
Hey, Fred, didn't you start that? You will ship your hot dog to anybody?
I don't know, Chris, did you do that? I didn't know that, Crypto.
Hey Ali, they do that with Emo's Pizza in Missouri too. Like they half bake it and freeze it. And they like ship them around the country.
Yeah, there's a pizza place that I used to go to that does that same thing. So yeah. It's crazy how much they charge for it though, compared to just going into one of their cafes.
Yeah, it's like $50 to get one delivered to you from Missouri. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
You call Fred the Gigolo.
But people love that emo.
Yo,
man.
Scott Jackson, what's going on, my man? What's going on, Scott Jackson? Word of mouth and yeah, man.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, man. So, ladies, hit up Fred and he'll deliver his hot dog anywhere around the United States.
Look at Alex, bless his heart. He's like, well, the Mets are one of the hottest teams in baseball. Yeah, what are they on a 5-game winning streak? Is that what it is?
You know what's funny is when Derek Jeter took over the Marlins, I stopped following them now because he left. But when I was following them for 2 years in a row, man, the Mets were always first place. But as soon as the All-Star break they freaking, after the All-Star break, that's when they started going to last place.
Say that, Shake, because I recall myself telling Alex the same thing when we first met. Like, yeah, just wait till the All-Star break. By the way, Alex, the Cardinals are like 4 games out of their division lead right now, +2.
Marlins stuck. That I could tell you. Holy shit! Man.
After starting well below 500. So if you want to talk about hottest team in baseball, it would have to be the St. Louis Cardinals, as it always is.
I don't care. My team is still leading their division.
We're spotting you guys. So when the real season starts in August, you guys will be in the dustbin of Chicago Cubs. You guys will be in the
all right, you and your 14 games behind wild card. All right, Crypto.
But Crypto, what you're doing in August doesn't matter. It all depends on what you're doing in September. Everybody knows that.
Exactly. That's when the season starts, Ali.
That is when the season starts. My team is only 1 game behind first place in the American League, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Guardians all the way. This is Guardians here. Finally going to break the streak and win the World Series. Let's go.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. We got our first championship against the Guardians.
Cleveland rocks.
Man.
Hey, Ali.
Drew Carey
What do you
go live? Be honest. Are you a Drew Carey fan too?
Am I a Drew Carey fan? No.
I know I am.
He's all Cleveland, man.
Well, you mean you're okay. There's 2 different Drew Careys. You have to mention which one.
Drew Carey show. Price is Right. The new Price is Right guy.
I used to watch his show. I don't think he's as funny as what people say.
Okay, but any realism to the whole Ohio thing? Because the show was based out of Ohio.
Yeah, that is real. He's really from there and everything.
Kind of act like people from Ohio on the show.
Not really. It's,
We're trying to get the goods here, Ali. We're trying to get the real story. How real is Drew Carey's
It's
show?
a little bit more exaggerated. Go ahead.
Mimi.
Hey, Ali, what do you think about an NFL quarterback saying, "Look, Toy, you should take this, man, and and be glad you're getting this." Meaning about what I'm saying, like the tape with Sean King and the Broussard guy, bro.
Hold on, Fred. We got a very important question we got to suss out from Bill's fake crowd noise. Is it true Steven disappeared from the Dolphins community because he owes 2 hot dogs to Crypto?
Oh my God!
Hot dogs.
No.
Is there any truth to that rumor, Crypto?
No, it's no, he did it. He paid his debt.
Damn.
He paid his bet that day. He paid his bet. He met Jim Harbaugh.
So he really shipped his hot dog to you then, huh?
Flavor J, what's going on, Flavor J? By the way, real quick, this July 20th, Saturday, July 20th, at 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to do an off-season topic. We're going to do video games. We're going to do Sega versus Nintendo and PlayStation versus Xbox.
They got some good games here in freaking Best Buy, man.
I will be there for that show, Shake Money, and I will be bringing you all the knowledge.
Hell yeah.
We'll go.
So
I think Nintendo had it based on complexity graphics, stuff like that. Sega had it on gameplay, man.
I don't
It
know
was
if you've
so
ever
easy to play Sega games.
Color. I know I don't want to go too far off subject because it's supposed to be a Dolphins show right now.
And real quick, and by the way, that show is being brought to you by our latest T-shirt, which is
You said latest T-shirt.
Yeah,
latest
go ahead.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you notice that, Ollie? Look, Papa Paul's got more pictures than I do in that freaking thing, man.
I have more pictures. No, Color. I just think you need to take more pictures with people.
I know. I am kind of camera not shy.
Hey, who's that guy? Who's that guy all the way to the left, man? All the way to the left in the middle.
I feel like pictures of me steal a piece of my soul.
All I know is El Capitan has more pictures. I'm in second place with, and then
I have I have 2 pictures.
I know me and Tonk are all like.
Who has 2?
Which one is where are you at, Ollie? I don't see you in any of them pictures,
in the
bro.
far right corner, upper right corner, I'm the last guy on the right, and then
Top right.
Yeah, top left corner. I'm sorry, top left. I'm the guy to the right, and then in the middle, right under tailgate Vice, that 4 people. I'm the person all the way to the right, wearing a black tank top.
Hey, Ollie, you look taller than everybody, man. Were you taller than everybody in that picture, bro?
I'm definitely taller than. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I want to say me, Shake, and Lewis are all the same size.
Yeah, you're as tall as I am, Ollie. I was kind of surprised by that. You go head to head with me too. I'm 6'4".
We're all about the same height. I want to say Color might be in like half an inch taller than me, maybe.
And I'm gonna be giving away a shirt that on that stream, so y'all make sure you tune in.
Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to say. Color, if you ever get a chance, there's a YouTube channel I'm going to share with you. And it has like these documentaries about how like Nintendo became Nintendo and how like some of the games and even Sega and all this stuff all came about. Dude, there's some really interesting stuff. You got to check it out.
Oh, hell yeah. They're software companies. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm just saying that, like, in general, there's like, you could probably start a whole Hollywood studio making movies about software companies and shit.
Yeah, well, they already started doing that, but I'm just saying that the Nintendo story specifically, like the original Nintendo, that one was very, very interesting. It was like they kind of made it by accident. That's basically what happened.
Oh, right. Well, that's kind of what happened with Windows too, man.
Yeah.
Sort of. Now the guy that
5'8" Bill's fake crowd noise. I'm 5'11" ¾ You can look at my driver's license. I'll even measure up against.
That's funny because my driver's license says 5'11" as well, except it doesn't automatically mute my microphone when I talk about it. I'll let him go.
My driver's license says I'm 5'10 1/2.
You were muted that whole time, Ollie. But not by screen.
My driver's license says I'm a shitty driver. So
we know that, Jake.
No, nothing, Ollie. There, somewhat.
All right, so no, I'm not 5'8". I'm 5'11". You can look at my driver's Bill's fake crowd. And in addition to that, if you want to know who the shortest one in the group is, it's actually El Cap. El Cap is the
probably,
yeah. He is 5'8".
I tower over him.
No, I'm 5'7".
Oh,
that's why. Yeah. Oh shit! You're no. Then that makes El Cap 5'6", bro, because you're definitely taller than El Cap.
Shake is taller than he seems.
Oh man,
I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'9".
Damn.
Big Philly's kind of short too. He's probably around Shake's height.
I'm 5'9", bro. I'm 6 foot, bro.
Are you really?
Yeah, dude.
I guess you do. We do kind of go eye to eye now that I think about it.
No, I ain't no short dude, bro.
license is my license is like Ali's. It says 5'11", but I've been 6 foot. It just if
You
I'm
know,
I
you know
must have
what's
been
crazy?
like
I'm
slouching that
6
day.
foot. I'm 6 foot.
I must have been
check this
slouching the
out.
day they measured me.
So my family legitly is like the redwood forest. All my uncles, my grandfather, my cousins are all 5'9". I'm sorry, 6'9", 6'11". My great grandfather
Damn.
7. No joke. No joke. I'm the
Damn.
male in my family, and I'm 5'11", bro.
What the hell are you guys eating?
I picture Fred to be like 6'5" for some reason.
They're German.
No,
That's
man.
my German side, bro. It's all from my German side. That's why they're all so super tall.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. I look like,
And
what
I
the
know
fuck happened to
I know
Ali,
Big
yo?
Nick
What
is
the
tall.
fuck happened to this kid, yo?
Nick is tall because I know Big Nick is tall because when you watch his police audits, he like towers over everybody that he's filming. You know what I mean? So you know he's
I
tall.
think he said it was 6'2" or 6'3". I think he said.
I believe
he looks
that.
down to the cops. He's like, "What's your name and badge number?" And he's looking down to them.
You want me to tell you why you're wrong? That's I love Big Nick.
Yeah, let me come over here and let me tell you why you're wrong. You love Big Nick, man.
Shout out to him.
So Ali, how's it feel,
Coming
man?
here, it says
How's
right
it
there
feel?
on the
Ali,
side.
do you keep a stiff neck looking up at everybody, bro, or what, bro?
If heck looking up, in my family, yes, definitely.
That's all right, man.
If I
That's
can
cool.
find the picture, I have everybody standing next to each other, and it's ridiculous. I have a my cousin's child who's in like I want to say he's a sophomore in high school, right? Has been 6'9" since the 6th grade.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does he play basketball?
Unfortunately, no. I'm like, are you serious? I would have taken that. I would have taken that to the bank.
Playing basketball for them is like us playing with a little foam thing at the arcade, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How's everybody doing? How was everybody's fourth?
Yeah, it's good.
What's up, Craig? What's up, Craig?
What's up, everybody?
Until Bill's fake crowd noise had to bring
Hey, look.
up Josh Allen's balls.
Here's my fourth. See, I got all my fingers, so I'm good.
There you go. Good job. You didn't pull a JPP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when my other isn't grabbing my balls, I gotta do it myself.
No, I let my girlfriend do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When she's not, I gotta do it myself.
If Wilkins sacks Tua this year and he gets up and grabs Wilkins' balls, man, it'd be hilarious.
Did you guys see the video? They had the stadium packed with people, right? And there was like a marching band and everything covering the whole field. And they had a firework event. And when the fireworks went off, it started shooting at everybody, and multiple people were injured. Did you guys see that video? It was going all over Twitter.
What about the dog that caught the fire thing?
Bro, they had the marching band standing up there, and all of a sudden you see these rockets going off, and they're firing at the band members, and people are falling all over.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a video. Fake, man. I want Bill's fake crowd noise to stand on this square because that'll be absolutely hilarious if we sweep the Bills and he can come back and be like, "Color, I told you, it's because we weren't grabbing Josh Allen's balls."
Hey, but no. Hey, listen, real talk. There's a video footage. You know those fireworks where they lay it down and they start shooting rockets.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a tube. Well, there's a video footage of this dog grabs the tube and he starts running off. Starts running and it starts firing at everybody.
Oh shit!
It's on my Facebook,
and it's literally targeting the people as if the dog is aiming for them. It's hilarious.
That's funny, man. That's funny, bro.
He's like, you ain't gonna give me. He's like, you ain't gonna give me no motherfucking burger. Here's a rocket up your ass. Enjoy that.
Here's one for you too, man. Oh, y'all want to run around? How about this? Yeah.
You want to take me for a walk? How about I take you for a walk?
Yep.
Yeah, that is definitely the dog walking the owner right there, man.
I have a good friend that we bought a motorhome, and he's traveling the whole country right now as we speak. He left July 2nd, and the one stop he wants to stop at Mount Rushmore.
Awesome.
And then Yellowstone and the Alamo and some other things. But he left July 2nd. He told me he's either they're not sure yet. Either they're going to come back the week before Labor Day or the week after Labor Day.
Mm.
And he has an 17. I said, so what if the sun blows up the house? He says, what do I give a fuck? I got a place to live. I'm like, oh shit, dude. I'm like, that's cold. But it's a real nice motorhome. $100,000.
That's actually not a bad price. My wife and I have been actually pricing them out because that's kind of what we want to do. We want to travel the US. Since I basically work from home and all I need is an internet connection. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. But we're looking at, if we don't get a motorhome, we're thinking about getting a destination trailer and traveling.
Oh, I've seen those. Those things are nice.
Yeah, they are. Actually, they're not a bad price though.
Yeah,
not $100,000, but not a bad price. So it's good.
Well, on the motorhome, he's got a TV. He's got like a satellite dish, an oven and that and all that. And then he showed me the real neat feature. It's got like a big screen, and on the big screen, it like lights up if you're getting too close to backing up into another vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can turn that into a GPS.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He said that, and the coolest thing is you punch it in and it shows you where construction's going on so you can avoid construction.
That's really dope.
Yes.
Y'all seen the new backup cameras that actually show you the top view of your vehicle?
Yeah, they have
How
that.
the hell is it doing that?
They got
is that
cameras,
coming from a satellite in space or something? Like, how the hell is it doing that?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like there's a camera maybe on top of it?
I mean, where is the camera at that it can give you a straight top-down view like that?
I think it uses three-dimensional imaging to basically it scans everything kind of.
Right, and then extrapolates what it would look like from the top down, I guess.
Yeah. It would all stuff about that. But real quick. One thing that's kind of cool, and she already promised me we could do, if we're traveling the US throughout the year, I'm gonna get to go to every single away game, and in addition, she'll allow me to fly out to the home game. So I'll still keep my season tickets. But it'll be cool in a whole season. I can go to all 17 games. You know what I'm saying?
Unless they go overseas.
Well, that's true. Unless we play overseas, obviously.
That's Bill's fake crowd noise. I never noticed the drone popping out of the back trunk while I was backing up. It probably pops out a little drone that sits there and hovers for a minute.
Shout out to my man Irving, aka Spider, with a $2 donation. What's more imaginary, a Bills Super Bowl or Atlantis? I think the Bills Super Bowl is more imaginary.
There's actually evidence of Atlantis. It may not be good evidence, but it's evidence. There's
there's
evidence
a lot more
of a Bills
truths
Super Bowl.
to Atlantis than there is winning a Super Bowl for Buffalo. So.
Exactly. There is absolutely zero evidence for the Bills winning a Super Bowl, where there is actually speculative evidence for Atlantis.
Oh, Michael K is already in here saying that I'm lying about truths about Atlantis. Okay. All right, Michael K. What do you got now? What do you have now for us?
And by the way, is there any part of the ocean that Atlantis was not in?
That's true.
Because there's about 5 different spots they all claim is the spot. It's like the ocean's only so big, people. Did they have the entire ocean?
What is it? The Earth is what, 70% water?
Yeah, was this the ancestors to the Scientologists? Is that who?
Yeah, about 70
are?
Speaking of the Earth, Shake Money, what you shared this morning or yesterday in regards to the shape of the Earth, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's no longer flat. It's hot dog shaped.
Which, ironically, it is kind of donut shaped. It's not really a perfect sphere. They call it an oblong spheroid, I think they call it, or something. Something like that.
That's
well, they
funny.
supposedly one of those
Like if
one
you
of
take
those
a ball,
Hubble.
if you take a basketball that doesn't have enough air in it and you squeeze it from the sides, that's what the Earth looks. That's what the shape of the Earth actually is like.
Well, it was pretty cool. They put on that I think it's the Hubble telescope, supposedly discovered another gas planet. I'm like, damn it, find a planet that I can go to. I'm sick of her.
Right.
Well, it's over. It's over a
Found
trillion.
another
planets in
nebula
it.
that's shaped like a circle. It has to be a planet.
Yep.
That's
It's
really
like,
all
damn.
gas planets are, is nebula that rotate and condense together.
Oh, they got a bunch of Earth-like planets that can sustain life. The problem is light years away.
Yep.
Several thousand light years away. That's the problem. You know.
Well, good
They
thing
found them.
the
You just
faster
can't
you
get to
approach
them.
the speed of light, good thing is time slows down. Literally slows down.
Have you guys seen the news lately about those from based on the movie 2001 Space Odyssey? You know how they have that what is it, that big black thing, and what do they call that? You know what I mean? The monolith. Supposedly they're finding some in different places, and they're wondering, is it a gag? Is it true? I don't know. I think it's somebody who's screwing around.
What
It
I
looks
don't
too
understand is
perfect.
why they don't ever find these things away from places that already had an ancient settlement. Like if they were that technologically advanced, why did they have to build in the same exact coincidental places that the ancient societies built that we already have evidence are there? Like you'll never find you'll never find evidence of an earlier civilization that's just in the middle of a country somewhere. It's always in the places where there's already ancient ruins.
Yes. I had a friend years ago.
And it just so happens they were so much technologically advanced. They were advanced enough to use fine precision cutting equipment with metal and all that. But for some reason,
look at the pyramids.
But for some reason, they still chose to build out of stone. Like there was nothing else they could use but stone with all their technology.
Speaking of stone, it is kind of interesting how they still don't know the story of Stonehenge. It still hasn't been figured out how they did it. So,
well, you all would be surprised. Spend about 10 years on a construction site, and some of those things will not seem as unattainable to you. You know, when you realize what a human can actually do with levers and ingenuity, and you know what I mean, stuff like that.
It's true. I definitely understand that color, but at the same time, they're looking at how old they're estimating Stonehenge to be. You know what I mean? And they still haven't figured it out.
But I mean, we had muscles. We were still humans back then.
This is true, but
you look at
like we moved like a 2,000-3,000 pound double door vault safe, like all the way across 4.5 acres in like 20 minutes with a crew of 3 guys, a couple spindles, and a lever. Like 20 minutes, 2,000 pounds, man, 3 guys. And I'm just thinking, when they had hundreds of years on their hands and an entire society devoted to help building the thing, it doesn't seem so fascinating to me. It's just my opinion, you know.
I hear you.
Like it's amazing what humans.
Well, did you ever see the 10 Commandments?
There's nothing but time on their hands.
Oh man,
Colin, did you ever see the 10 Commandments?
Not the original, no. Not like the one
that kind of, I think that kind of gives you the basics of what they did.
who's the guy from
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Who's the guy? Remember the guy from Spaceballs, the one who was the princess's father? He was a comedian. He does a lot of comedy movies.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, Dick Van Patten. Dick Van Patten.
It is Dick Van Patten.
Yeah, Big Van Patten. I remember he
played on Eight Is Enough and stuff.
Yeah, he did. What's funny is he came up. He like, I present to you the 15 commandments, and then one broke. He goes, I present to you the 10 commandments.
Yep.
But the other thing is,
that's History of the World, Part 1.
A lot of when they look at the pyramid complex and all that, they're finding out that there was actually not a lot of slave work. It was mostly like skilled workers, like, carpenters and stonemasons and all these skilled people that were living inside out in these camps that were around the pyramids. Like, they weren't all just like slave labor. You know what I mean? So that's part of it too. Like, you have a bunch of skilled workers. And remember, this would be like if the entire United States was devoted to building a spaceship. Now, in the 60s, we pretty much were. And we got to the moon because of that. You know what I mean? Now we look back at it and people are like, oh, we must have faked that because it's virtually impossible to get to the moon. And they're not wrong. It is virtually impossible to get to the moon. But not when you got an entire society devoted to accomplishing that task.
Yeah.
And many, many years to do it. You know what I mean? So, rewind to the pyramid days, you got an entire society devoted to building that pyramid and nothing but hundreds of years to do it.
Well, when they buried King Tut, they had like all those traps they said that they found. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So people couldn't rob from him.
That's the fascinating
from his tomb.
Like, while they were, to Ali's point, while they were figuring out how to do all this stuff, which is amazing in itself and questionable, they were also designing it in a way with all these booby traps and all that. It's like, wow, man, all at the same time. It's not like they went into the thing after fun and set all the traps. You know what I mean? They had to build that and think about it as they were going along and plan ahead.
Well, you got to figure, because like when King Tut and all those people died, people would try and rob because they were buried with riches and stuff.
Right.
Because I went down. I went down. Yeah, because I went down to the Philadelphia one, and they showed like all the treasure that was buried. My God, Color, we could buy the Dolphins with how much that treasure's worth today.
And especially now, forget the weight in gold. You're talking about the pricelessness of it from being artifacts. You know what I mean? But like,
it's awesome though to see something like that.
And they had to think ahead with that stuff. So when they're building this pyramid, some architect or engineer came by and told the laborer, no, make a relief cut there and leave that open. And the worker's like, why? And he doesn't know. He just follows orders. And then later some keyhole goes in there that causes some mechanism to work for the booby trap. You know what I mean? And
speaking of ancient Egyptians, I'm going to bring this back to football real quick. Recently, it was reported that Aaron Rodgers missed camp because he went on a trip to Egypt, right? And I was doing some reading the other day. Come to find out, ancient Egyptians had a hand in a lot of hallucinogenic medicine. And I'm wondering if that's really
like deadly nightshade. I'm pretty sure deadly nightshade grows around those parts.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I'm wondering if that's the reason why he really went to Egypt to like study that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what? I'd say so.
Probably.
But that guy, you never know.
Can't imagine Aaron Rodgers frolicking around the pyramids. It's probably more likely he was strapped up with a straitjacket getting some ayahuasca treatment.
Yeah.
What's up, Michael K? How you doing?
Yeah. I just come up to mess with you, Ollie. That's all.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you were talking about going to all 17 games. I just wanted to let you know, you come to Buffalo, you're my guest.
Okay, all right. I'll buy you a beer or a couple, or and whatever. Definitely.
I'll take you out proper. We'll
Okay.
do Buffalo the proper way.
Do we need to have the police on standby, Michael K?
More
For
than
Ollie's
likely,
protection?
more than likely,
Crypto
yeah.
is going to the Buffalo game this year, right?
Dude, I don't know if this is true or not, but word on the street is the AFC East Roundtable canceled their Buffalo fucking game, Week 9.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, Week 9 because Dan Mitchell got he got the notification that I was gonna fucking come and meet him.
Oh man, you had him green lit or yellow lit?
Yeah,
I don't know what to lit.
Well, I was fucking green lighting him. It was me, nobody else. That cigarette went down the wrong fucking pipe because you made me laugh about the green lit. Yeah. So Ali, just so you know, man, I love you to death, buddy. I just love picking on you.
I know.
Nothing new. I've been green lighted at the stadium
And
since I
just so you
started
know,
doing this.
if you ever come down to a Dolphins game, which I hope you do some point, it would be great to meet
I'll get
you. And we would definitely take you out the same way. No problem.
We got a special table. We got a special table already ready for you, Michael K.
I'll fucking dive right through that motherfucker.
Actually, to be honest, Michael K., you are the type of person I would love to go hunting with at some point. So,
dude,
sure about that, Ali?
Say that again.
Are you sure about that?
Heard about what?
About going hunting with Michael K.
I know he goes hunting. My uncles go hunting all the time, and I've been hunting.
I think it's safer to go hunting with Dick Cheney.
That's kind of where I was going with that shit.
I won't shoot your face off. Don't worry, I won't shoot your face off. I'm gonna hit you in the leg.
You come running up to Ali's body, and he'll be like, "Bro, I'm sorry. I thought you were a deer."
Dude, I just got the compressors coming in next week. You got to look it up. I bought a Umarex No-Toast 22 air rifle with an infrared scope. Oh my god, the thing's badass. But I can't shoot it until I get the compressor because it's like 3,600 psi.
Nice.
And my old ass can't pump it up with a fucking bicycle pump, so I'm buying the compressor.
Hey, what's up, AB in the chat? I see you, brother. What's going on, AB?
So what are we talking? We talking about Tua not getting a contract yet?
No, we're talking about how Josh Allen is going to miss getting his nuts grabbed.
Right. That's what we're talking about. Is Josh Allen going to be a better or a worse quarterback now that Christian Wilkins is not there to grab his balls? What do you think, Michael K?
This is complete honesty, 100%. I'm not sold the fact that Diggs made Josh Allen, but we're going to find out if that's true or not.
Well, what the idea is now that Christian Wilkins grabbing his balls is what made Josh Allen. So
he's got Haley Steinfeld to grab.
Hold on. Now that Christian Wilkins is not there, now that Christian Wilkins is not here to grab Josh Allen's balls, Josh Allen will play worse because he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder. That's what.
And by the way, Michael K., did you hear that? Did you get that clip I sent you on Mark saying that? Mark saying it was all Joe Brady and not Josh Allen.
No, I never got a clip today.
No, I sent you that a few days ago.
Oh, I might. Yeah. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him because you know what the bottom line is, and all these Buffalo Bills fans are all Joe Brady this, all Joe Brady that. And guess what? The only difference between Joe Brady and Ken Dorsey was after Brady took over, whoever fucking pulled the trigger allowed Josh Allen to run. And that's the only difference that happened.
The difference between the two is one of them owes us the cost of a new window for our stadium. The other doesn't.
What? He didn't pay it. Well, you know what? You're gonna have to get that from the Cleveland Browns now, because they're gonna have a top offense and they're gonna make
we'll probably get another broken window from playing the Browns.
And another difference is a color you used to root for that guy on Saturdays.
I know. Wasn't he the guy? Wait a minute. Wasn't he the guy that threw the ball into the end zone when Ohio State's referees fucked us over?
I like how you had to say Ohio State's referees. Really?
Yeah, they were definitely
You
Ohio
can't just say they're the Pac-12 referees, because that's what they were. Damn.
And who runs the Pac-12, Ollie? And who runs the Pac-12?
Who knows now? They're going bankrupt. Nobody knows.
Who was
Yeah,
running
there
the
is no more
Pac-12
Pac-12.
Yeah,
What
the Pac-12
team?
is dwindling.
What team was the GOAT of the Pac-12 at the time?
USC?
Yeah, USC.
How about the ones that were in the national championship game against us?
We were not part of the Pac-12 at that point.
Oh, you weren't? You weren't?
No,
Oregon?
we've always been Big Ten, bro. We've
Big
always
Ten?
been
Oh,
Big Ten.
okay.
We own the Big Ten.
Okay, so right. So they were the Big Ten's referees, owned by the Ohio State Buckeyes by proxy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But was it? I think it was Ken Dorsey
So
that night.
I want to ask Ollie a question. I want to ask you a question. So Ollie, what do you think of like the new teams in the Big Ten this year?
I promote it. I love the fact that the Big Ten has a lot more competition now. Having USC there will be very interesting. It's no longer going to be a two-team race to the top anymore. But one thing I kind of hope that they do, and I need to find out if they've already done it, I think they need to balance the division within the conference a little bit more. And what I mean by that is with all these
didn't they get rid of the divisions?
I don't know. I have to.
I said, really, isn't it? Didn't they get? I think they got rid of the divisions. It's just they got rid of them. I don't know why.
That's what they need to do, because it was starting to become one-sided, where you had Ohio State and Michigan being the top two teams in the whole conference, and they're on one side. It was like, that's not fair. I'd rather be split apart from them the last game against them. And it's kind of like a divisional, cross-division rivalry.
Can have divisional titles every year. I see your game. I like that. Good move there, Ollie. That's clever.
Look, but no, I think to answer the question, there's going to be a lot more competition. In fact, Oregon just signed a 5. Well, they haven't signed him yet, but he's committed. Big time 5-star wide receiver that all the teams were fighting over. So, like I said,
another one going to Ohio State.
Well, we got so many top 5-star receivers. They got to go.
Did you see that meme, Ollie, with the Ohio State receivers?
What are you saying?
Did you see the meme with the OSU receivers on the sideline, and they were all in the NFL? So they showed another picture of them all in their NFL uniforms on the sideline.
Interesting.
It was God, I forget who the receivers were. Wilson, Harrison, a couple other guys, and they showed like their NFL pictures on the sideline, like the same picture, but in their NFL uniforms.
Let me ask you guys a quick question to the panel real quick, since we're on the topic of Ohio State real quick. Now that CJ Stroud is the, last year's rookie of the year, is this whole notion that Ohio State and the Big Ten can't create quarterbacks, is that out the window now?
I mean, at the end of the day,
for the most part, it is.
I hate this.
I would say so.
I hate this notion of this school can't produce quarterbacks, because at the end of the day, before Peyton Manning, how many quarterbacks came out of Tennessee, or came out of Tennessee since?
That's actually a really good point.
Only one I even know is Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just curious because everyone that was the big knock. Oh, you guys can create running backs and receivers and defensive ends all day long, but you guys can never create a quarterback. And it was a big knock.
Hey, everybody, on a serious note, Like,
never created a quarterback. Yeah.
Hey, hold on real quick. Forget what side of the aisle you're on. We're talking about human beings here. And there is some numerous reports that the president is having issues on Air Force One, and the media has been removed from the plane. So prayers up, prayers for the president. Just had to throw that out.
Wait a minute. Say that again. My phone faded out. Say that again, caller.
There are numerous reports of a possible medical emergency on Air Force One, and the media has been removed from the plane.
Where are you seeing this?
Oh, jeez.
I saw it across Twitter. There's people holding spaces about it and everything. It's not a gimmick. What the reason is still questionable. But the report is there's some sort of medical emergency on Air Force One with the president, and that the media has been removed from the plane. So I just wanted to throw prayers out for the president. He's still the president, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. It's the president of the United States. So keep your prayers up.
And so bringing it back to football, you know what? I think it's ironically the one quarterback that the best quarterback, I think, in my opinion, the UN produced is the one that kept the Dolphins out of the playoffs every year. I mean, Super Bowl.
Who kept the Dolphins out
of the Super Bowl? The best quarterback that the UN produced.
Jim Kelly.
In my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly.
Yes.
Jim Kelly. Yeah.
Definitely not Vinny Testaverde.
Michael K. Jim Kelly's the only Buffalo player that I'll ever respect. I'm just gonna point that out there.
Jim Kelly was a badass motherfucker. I'll tell you that. Even though he beat his wife.
Hey, listen. The only reason I like the only reason I like Jim Kelly is because I hated him on Saturdays and Sundays, so I was able to continually hate him.
The only reason I like Jim Kelly.
Well, we all know
you guys the story about Jim Kelly and how I met him.
We know you were a fan, Jake.
You met Jim Kelly? Was it at I abused my wife anonymous fucking meeting?
Let me explain the story because it's kind of funny, right? So we were on I was 13 years old, and we were on a trip to Disney World with the family and everything, right?
I was 13 years old, and we were on a trip to an island when I met.
And let me finish, please, because you've heard the story, caller. You know this story. Anyway, we went to Planet Hollywood, right? They had just opened it, and they had some NFL event where all the top NFL quarterbacks were going to Planet Hollywood. And I was lined up along the red carpet, and Warren Moon walked past, Steve Young, Troy Aikman walked past, and then Dan Marino was walking past, and I have my Miami hat, begging him to sign my hat. He didn't want to sign anybody's autograph. He's like, no. All these kids with trying to get autographs from Dan Marino. He said no. But out of nowhere, as Dan is walking away, and I have my hand stretched out like this, trying to get him to sign it, someone grabs my hat, and lo and behold, it was Jim Kelly signing my Miami Dolphins hat.
Wow, he was big timing Marino right there. He just straight big time to Marino right there, bro. He's like, I'll sign your hat, dude. What a piece of crap. I still have the hat.
I gotta pull it out of storage, but I will pull it out and show it to you guys one day. You guys will laugh so hard.
Did he sign at HOF, or wasn't he in the hall yet?
Oh, he was still in the NFL. He was still playing.
That almost makes me think he's secretly a Dolphins fan, having played for the Hurricanes and being in Miami for so long. Like, he's secretly a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, but anyway, for him signing my hat still, I gave respect to the guy. That's kind of how it goes. So,
and I'll be honest. Other than the reports that he beat his wife.
Oh, who? Kelly beat his wife?
Kelly or Marino?
Kelly.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know.
There was reports. It was never confirmed. I don't think it was.
Yeah.
About his fucking family. I don't know if I believe it.
So he was the original Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, but he never got arrested.
That's Tyreek Burgon.
Oh, that's fucking hard. Oh, I'm drinking. I got Old Smoky maraschino cherry moonshine here. I'm drinking. It's like 10 years old.
That's
like 10 years
Oh, you
old.
know
It's still
what?
fucking tasty.
So I drank some moonshine for 4th
Yeah,
of
but
July,
anyway-
right? Peanut butter. It was a peanut butter flavor. It was actually really good, surprisingly.
I have peanut butter and I have cookie dough. Oh yeah, no, shit. I got my buddy Kenny here. I'm out at my buddy Kenny's house. We're fucking partying. We have peanut butter and cookie dough whiskey. Peanut butter and cookie dough whiskey.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You mix them together, it's fucking awesome. Go make me a shot. You can do that. He's making me a shot right now.
Hey, Ollie, I
back
got a
in the
story.
day, when my mom was alive, she had a cleaning business and she worked for a cat by the name of Bud Carpenter. He was the trainer for the Bill. He was the head trainer for the Bills back in the day. So she would clean his house on like Tuesdays and Fridays or Mondays and Thursdays, whatever it was.
Wow.
So she was there and he wasn't home, and she got a knock on the door and 3 guys came to do a tile floor. So she let him in, whatever else. She made him coffee, and my mom said, "Guess who I met today?" I said, "Who?" She goes, "Jim Kelly." I go, "Get the fuck out of here." And she said, "No." She goes, "I had no idea who he was. He was here to do a tile floor for Bud. And he never let on, and he was here for like 5 hours before he said, 'You have no idea who I am?'" She goes, "No, should I?" So she got assigned football for the cancer kids at Children's Hospital when they did a thing, but she met Jim Kelly at Bud Carpenter's house. Because in the off season he used to do fucking tile floors.
So that was like you know how when the kid that was always favored on the construction site, the boss would always, whenever we were out of work, the boss would bring him to his house and let him do his yard work until we got more work. So that's like them. It's the way that Bud would allow them to skip camp. Like, "Oh, we don't want to go to camp, Bud." He's like, "All right, but if you don't want to go to camp, you're gonna have to go do this tile job for me." Like back in the day when
they did a great.
discipline,
Well, there was. Do you remember Chris Bronner? He played for the Hartford Whalers. He was the first one that with that comiocortis, where he died on the ice. Same thing as DeMar Hamlin had. Well, he was at a bar called Network, Jim Kelly owned. And this is where Jim Kelly got the bad rap. He owned a bar downtown called Network. So the Hartford Whalers were in town, and the team actually fought a bunch of Buffalo fans. I guess they kicked the shit out of them, too. But the point being is Jim Kelly closed that bar without warning, let everybody out to dry. They all showed up to work, and it said, "Closed. We're not open today. Calls whatever number for your unemployment insurance." That's where Jim Kelly got the rap, and that's when they started saying that he beat his wife.
So that Dolphins realtor, by the way, check out TDR on Twitter for all your real estate needs in Greater Florida. He says, "I named my penis Jim Kelly. It's ironic because I always finish."
I love TDR.
I see the irony there, TDR. I see the irony there.
Wow. Man.
Man of the Hour Sports says, "My science teacher was named Jim Kelly." Ironically, my math teacher was named Pete Carroll. He was a Larry Bird fan. His whole classroom was pasted with Boston Celtics shit.
There's Ali drinking that soup. He's eating that good soup again.
Michael K., you must just like the sound of my voice.
No, that's the good soup sound. You won't believe it. You know what I sit? I sit back and listen, and a lot of people, and I pick up on what people say on a regular basis. Like a lot of people
repetitive words,
are making a statement,
Mannerisms.
and they say right. Yeah, absolutely. They say right, or Like I got a list of what the idiot Dan Mitchell says. Like he constantly says locked down instead of locked up.
Your favorite guy, Michael
Fuck
K.
you, Crypto. Fuck you, Crypto.
Well, you can't be talking about your favorite guy like that, man.
No,
Oh my god, I got
Okay,
I'm
do
kind of
you
with
up in
Michael
Buffalo?
K
Do
on
you all
this.
say button down shirts or button up shirts?
I think I just like
Buffalo with the button up.
as much as Michael K does, to be honest.
I never say anything twice. I try to, but then again, I don't tell the truth. So
Is
what's the
there any
difference?
truth to the rumor that women are supposed to button from the bottom up and men from the top down? Is there any like truth to that nonsense?
No, but the left and right is different, though.
No.
Oh yeah, left and right is definitely different. Yeah, because for
Left
some
and
reason, women,
right
I
is
don't know
different.
why, but they thought women have to like be goofy foot when they button up their shirt. I don't know why they decided that, but
If I'm not
Color,
mistaken,
hey, gentlemen, I
Wednesday-
actually have to get going. I just want to say thank you for having me, Shake.
Oh,
I
thank
will
you for coming
definitely.
up, Ali. You know you always.
July
And
20th is
and
your
remember,
video
Ali,
game.
the smoke lounge is back, baby. Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Okay, and then you said your video game show is when is that again? What day was it?
July 20th, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. I will definitely be there because I have a lot of stuff I could throw out to talk about with video games.
and Bill's fake crowd noise wants to know when your next Broken Take show is. He's going to show up with bells on.
Good question. I this week, because it's been kind of crazy with holidays and I had bereavement on Monday, loss of a family member. Well, we don't have to talk about that, but
sorry for your loss, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It's okay. But probably maybe this Tuesday. I'll see if I can put a show together this Tuesday.
Right on. We'll have to entertain the deeper talk of whether Josh Allen is going to be affected by less ball grabbage this year.
Maybe we'll talk about that, but we'll definitely be continuing the story of building our roster. We're going to be building our 53-man roster in sequence to what the Dolphins do throughout training camp, and we'll announce ours the day or two before the Miami Dolphins actually announce what their 53 actually is.
And by the way, also real quick, Ali, two things. In this Insomnia, hopefully we get Insomnia done. We're gonna do Bill's off season with Michael K and Sean, and I have video footage of Crypto defending Devontae Parker, all on Insomnia. Sort of Insomnia.
You just reminded me, Shake. Don't you have a special guest coming soon?
That's fake news.
That you put on Twitter?
Oh yeah. OJ McDuffie on in the blender.
In the is it on this network or on Larry K's?
Larry K.
Okay, never mind.
Tuesday.
I was gonna say I made that hype video. I was gonna let you say you could use it if you wanted.
Yeah, it's this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Instagram, Shake, who were you live with yesterday?
Oh, that was a childhood friend of mine.
Because I couldn't, because you didn't have your normal icon up. I watched for a little bit.
You was live.
Jake, is that the wine talk show?
No. He's a dude from the hood.
Oh, okay.
He does music.
Shake also has a wine talk show, but he only streams it to Twitter. He don't stream it to YouTube.
Yeah. He's a childhood, but I know him since I was in first grade. Now that's a street cat right there. Oh man.
Anyway, fins up, everybody. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Take it easy, Ollie.
See you later.
Yeah, that was a street cat. I'm not a street cat, but he was a street cat.
When I clicked on it, that was the dude on top, right, with the bucket hat on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I would not want to fuck with him.
Right.
Jake, if you ever want to expand your wine talk show to some cannabis talk too, bro, I'm always available.
Yeah. That was
silver and gold, man. Silver and gold, cannabis and wine.
So
and
is
my buddy Man of the Hour knows him too. We grew up in, like I said, we grew up in Carroll City.
I just, you know what, I happened to click on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram in 4 or 5 days. And all of a sudden, I don't even know how I started following you, but it said Shake Money's live. And I clicked on it, and I was like, I'll listen for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Michael K is like, yeah, I haven't been to Instagram in forever, man, like 4 or 5 days.
No, I usually go 2 or 3 times a day. I usually go to Instagram because I like forwarding shit. You should know what because I forward to the group chat. You should know what that's all Instagram stuff.
I
You haven't
probably
got
freaking
anything.
that thing a little more. Like I don't ever use Instagram for some reason.
It's better than Twitter. It's better than Facebook because it's quick. You're in and out. It's like usually a 30-second clip.
And doesn't it like delete the stuff after a while? Like you don't have to like it doesn't keep a permanent record of everything. Isn't that the point of it being
No,
Instagram?
that's Snapchat. I don't do Snapchat, but that's Snapchat.
Okay.
But no, Instagram's there. Like I got shit saved from like 2 years ago, and every once in a while I'll go through my save shit and I'll send you something. I'll send you a little nugget from 2 years ago that fits within Miami narrative.
Yeah, I do the same. I'm doing the same thing.
The other thing is everybody's always like, hit me up on Instagram, and you go there and like nobody interacts with you. I mean, maybe I'm just a loser. I don't know, but it's like I go to these other social networks and they're all dead. Like nobody's ever online on them.
No.
You go to my Instagram. I post nothing on Instagram. I use it purely for the video.
Well, it's like take Discord for example. Take Discord, for example, and I'll just use a quick example of a large community like TDs, right? You go there and like nobody's doing anything. Like everybody's offline and like I'll go and sit in one of his voice channels and like nobody will come in and chop it up. Like everybody just sits there and does nothing. I don't get it.
I don't know Discord either. I was on Discord for a while when me and Dan Mitchell were getting along, and then all of a sudden he didn't like me, so he unfollowed me. So there was no point in it.
See, like you just said that you were on Dan Mitchell's and there was interaction going on. If I went there and joined his Discord server right now, I swear to you for the next 3 days, it'll be a ghost town.
And it probably will be. But you can send direct messages on Discord. See, but I don't Twitter, but if somebody's a verified user on Twitter, I can't send them a direct message.
And the weird thing is it has like 10,000 times the capability of Twitter when it comes to like interacting with people. I don't know why people sit on Twitter all day when they can sit there and whiteboard with each other on Discord. Like you can share, it's so much easier to interact and share with people and like show people what you're trying, sort of like it is here. If I wanted to show you guys a Twitter tweet right now, pull it up and share it. Whereas in Twitter Spaces, it's like, okay, I got to post it to the group, then I got to share it to the Jumbotron. It's like, I can't just show somebody something real quick. Oh, that's way easier on Discord. You're in a group chat with people. It's like, yeah, check out my whiteboard or check out my whatever. It's just like StreamYard. You can just like turn on your camera. You do whatever. It's like Zoom or anything else.
I don't think people want to go through the minutia setting up the Discord.
That's the thing. Actually, that's the thing, Crypto. It ain't no different than, I mean, you sign up with an account and you customize it like you do Twitter and you're good to go. I think other platforms, Crypto, just beat people to the market share. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, Kleenex. You know what I mean? Eventually, every tissue is called a Kleenex. When Kleenex might not even be the best tissues.
Well, that's a Q-tip.
Well, yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Oh, here comes everybody's favorite bloviator.
Uh-oh. Color said, uh-oh. What's that?
He's a naval bloviator. I mean, an Air Force bloviator.
No, I'm with you, Color. Discord's the best. I love Discord.
I think it's
Discord's
great
the
too.
best.
There just ain't nobody ever over there.
Right.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean, I use
it's
it
not
more for like
advertised as
gaming
much.
and stuff, but
I can't
It's
even get
not.
the trolls to come in. I got a server and I got a channel named "Come at Me, Bro," and nobody does. Like you think that I have that thing full of trolls, man.
yeah, man. Well, you
Yeah,
send me the
it's
link.
not
I'll
widely
come hang out.
Kind of
Yeah, it's not what.
what you need to do is you need to change it to "Don't come at me."
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Leave me alone.
Right.
Reverse
You'll be like,
psychology
oh,
on it.
this guy wants to be left alone. Swarm.
That is how the internet is, though. Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
How you doing,
Like, you
Crypto?
can't
How
come
was your
on the
4th of
internet
July?
and expect to be left alone. Who the hell you think you are?
He's draped in bulletproof vest.
You guys have a good 4th of July, though?
I only know for the two vest. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I had a good time. We had a little
Yeah.
cookout at my buddy's house. We had a good time.
Everybody still got all their limbs.
Yeah.
No dogs running around shooting everybody.
It's actually crazy. I don't know what it is, but a lot of firearms get shot in the local area here during 4th of July.
Oh, I heard somebody pop off an AR or something, bro. I'm like, it actually sounded more like a saw or something, bro. It was really deep and mechanical sounding, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, that ain't no firework, man. It
Yeah.
was like, I'm like, yeah, that's heavy duty machine action right there, man.
You know what's funny is in the hood people call AK-47s choppers. I'm like, why the hell do they call them choppers? Because they sound, when you shoot them, they sound like helicopters.
That's funny.
Well, that's what they used to call the Tommy gun too. That's, because it sounds like that chopper, back in the mob days when they were using Tommy guns and not AKs. That was before the Russian takeover of the mafia.
The mob.
Then and also the AK-47 will chop you in half too.
Yeah.
What's funny is there's a story, Trick Daddy's brother, Hollywood, was killed with an AK-47, and the only way they were identify him was because of his gold teeth.
Man. Yeah, that's definitely some mafia type stuff there.
Get through the chopper. They're trying to take my tortillas. It was so funny, bro. I'm thinking, Pablo, what's his name? Pablo Francisco. He could, like, if he ever quit comedy, he could literally take the voiceover guy's job. Like, he was making fun of him, but he could literally take that guy's job if he wanted. Double the action.
Mm-hmm.
Little tortilla boy.
Yeah, man. Oh man, how's that? So it's another successful drive time. Yeah, we wrap this up in about 15 minutes. And what's up? What else is been up to, Bryson?
Not much, man. Just working. I'm happy to have a long weekend, though. I took today off because I was, celebrating 4th of July. I didn't want to go to work today, so I took some leave today. How about y'all? How was your
Oh,
4th?
that's cool. You said you took some extra leave.
Yeah. Well, I took the 4th off because it was a holiday, and then I was like, you know what? I need some. 4th of July, I celebrate. That's like one of my favorite holidays. So I was like, I'll take the day after off too, just recuperate.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing that there was any leave time left on the schedule for that day, bro. Like,
well, remember
Yeah.
we did an episode of Insomnia, and I ain't wake up till like fucking noon.
Yeah. I mean, same here.
like I
Yeah,
figured
it's about,
in the military, the waiting list for leave on July 5th is probably like 4 or 5 years long, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm not in anymore though.
Oh, that's right. You're doing civilian work. I forgot. You still doing like flight line work and all that in the civilian world?
Not Flightline, but yeah, I'm still doing the same job, air traffic.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I'm enjoying it, man. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, that's not flight line work. That's sideline work.
Yeah, Crypto was telling me about how you gotta how on that job you have to isolate people's voices because there's a lot of screaming going around. And you
Well, I mean, you'll have like a lot of radios you're listening to at the same time. So like pilots will call you up at the same time for multiple radios, but they don't
Right.
know they're talking at the same time. They don't know they're talking over each other. So you almost have to like listen
Prioritize
to
them.
both of them, and it's it can
Why
be
you do so
challenging.
well on these panels, man?
But yeah, man, you gotta really tune out, and then also like people are just talking in the background in the room. Controllers are just.
Oh, that's where
Crypto knows this.
Crypto's special unmute button comes from. He's like, I got the phone issued to me by the military when I was an air traffic controller. I can talk through anybody's mute.
Well, and Crypto, he knows this. Controllers are just loud people in general. They got
Well,
loud.
that's what I'm saying, and they just talk right through mute buttons, man. They got
Yeah,
that special
exactly.
technology,
Exactly.
They're like, oh, that pilot's gonna mute me. Oh, you ain't gonna mute me.
You just talk straight through all the other radios and go straight to the person you want to talk to. Leave all the other noise in the background.
This has got to be
The
like
multitasking skill of air traffic
who do y'all
controllers is
think
second
this
to none.
is? Alex.
That's the,
Alex.
Alex got it. What you going? Yeah.
It sounds like Esther.
Esther or KP. That would be crazy if it was KP. Esther.
It could be Pete.
Oh man, that'll be a new one.
Except I don't think I've ever seen Pete like even joke around with a different avatar and a different name. He's pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Pete in a while, to be honest.
He came around yesterday.
Oh, nice.
He also did finally did his all 22 Carolina Panthers preseason game breakdown today.
Yeah. Yep.
No,
that was a regular season.
Oh, it was a regular season game? Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, that was the one.
I thought he was still on his Skylar Thompson tour.
No, he was saying Skylar could have played that game though. But I don't know if we would have overcame a 14-point deficit.
I listened to Shake's clip that he sent in the group text. It's like all I heard was Pete and Mark arguing about Skylar or about the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You should have heard Pete, man. Pete was like a warrior poet against Mark today with this standing up for the offensive line, man. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
My offensive line. That's what he was talking. I'm like, I was proud. I was proud of Pete. Like, there you go.
He goes, see, Pete. He goes. I love you, Mark, but sometimes you don't know.
You don't know nothing about the Dolphins.
That's when he came at Skyler though when he said that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He said
so
Skyler
far
was
he's
in the
agreeing with
body cast.
everything.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he said Skyler was in the body cast. I was like, what? Oh man, I'm almost ready to pull the trigger and buy me one of those electric chargers they sell here in Best Buy, man, for the car. I might have to go ahead and buy it, man. It's cheap, like $400. I thought it was gonna be like $3,000 or something. It's fairly cheap.
So now Alex ain't gonna talk because
Okay, I know who it is.
Because the gig is up.
I know who it is.
Yeah, the gig.
I know who it is.
Who you think is JTM Baller?
No, you could click on his name and it'll show you who it is.
Oh, right. I forgot we got the
I'll tell you
power.
their original name. I'll tell you their original name or who they actually is on the on they regular actual profile name on YouTube. Unless you went in there and
Oh, I
changed
know
it.
who that is. Oh, that's family right there. That's who that is. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and get me some avocado toast.
Sorry,
and
didn't mean to insult you, Hawk Tua, by insinuating you were Alex.
Yeah, is that played? Is it too played out? I feel like it's played out. Ugh.
Oh yeah, it's terribly played out, and now she doesn't have a second act, so everybody's already off of her, and now it's like they're scrambling to try to find something for her to do.
She can hot Tua for real.
Right.
I heard homegirl's gonna like looking for a job right now. I got fired and everything for that thing.
Yeah.
She worked at like
No. She quit. She
quit.
quit.
She
She
quit.
came out and said she quit.
So I'm saying I'm looking at the latest stuff from her, and I feel like saying, time to go back to the factory, I guess. Your 15 minutes of
she was a
fame is up.
bartender. And she was like, bye.
I mean, she had to have capitalized on that somehow monetarily, right? You know what I mean? Like she coined the phrase.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I've heard. Sometimes have you heard hot
I
Tua?
think she is
you
trying
just
to now, at least.
Yeah, she let everybody handle her. She didn't make one dime. That's why she don't have like. They just rolled right through her, bro, for that 15 minutes.
How's my audio sound? I'm in my garage. It sound like shit.
It's a little low. It was in the blender, but it's all right now.
I'm up here in North Dakota, really close to Canadian border, man. There's no service out here. I got T-Mobile. I've had Verizon. You know what I mean? Like I'm not changing that many phones to try and figure out the service plan. You know what I mean? I'm just figuring it out. It's all bad. So I got to hang out in the garage because I can't be on the podcast and not drink and smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but kind of like fucking karaoke. It's a nice little release to just talk to some strangers and get some shit off your chest that don't really matter to nobody but yourself, but you get it out anyway, right?
Yep. Plus, we get discount El Capitan for the night, so that's pretty cool.
I'm like a great value Capitan.
Right. I mean, your voice. I was just thinking, your voice sounds so much like him, dude. It's crazy. Like not necessarily the tone or the pitch, but the way you use your voice is like exactly like him, bro. Y'all are definitely family, no doubt.
Y'all use the same mannerism. It's the same mannerisms.
Right.
Yeah.
And that probably comes from many nights of you and him just like chopping it up and yelling at each other and arguing and whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Business sales, man. When we would do our business together, him and I, he was the good cop or the bad cop, and I was the good cop because they all liked me because I was like cute and giddy and like spirit, like, hey, let's fucking do this. We're gonna have a great time. And Chris was like $20,000, or El Cap. He'd be like 20 grand. So I'd butter him up. And fucking they liked me, but they didn't like him. So it was I guess growing up together too. Like he was always my idol growing up. He was a pretty cool guy. then we started banging chicks at the same time. And then,
Oh shit, dude! Oh shit, bro!
Wait a minute,
You
wait a
just
minute, wait a
dropped
minute.
that
Wait,
one on us,
let's clear
bro.
this up. Was this at the same juncture of your life or at the same time?
Like Eiffel
No, that
Tower
means
style.
same time.
Sounds like Eiffel Tower
literally,
style to me.
It sounds like passing along.
Oh shit, that's funny, bro. That shit was funny.
yeah, it was. Homegirl would have did all 7 of us, but me and El Capitan were a little selfish with that, so we took her home.
Yeah, I love having John up, boy. We get some goods on El Capitan, man.
Dude, this
is
guy's
great
funny.
stuff.
I've never talked to this guy, but I already like him.
Well, what's not? He grew up with El Cap, man. What's not to like, bro?
Exactly.
Grew up. We lived in the same house. His dad is my adopted dad. Like the reason why is we sound alike is because we are alike. So, he's my homie. I was hoping he was on
You're the mini El Cap.
Man, you guys always deliver and always make sure to share, just like everybody listening. I'm sure hopefully you guys like and subscribe and I'll do all the fun YouTube shit. Just like everybody else does, man. I've seen this thing grow from just it's an infantile baby of a thought, and then it just like now it's here, man. It's great to have you guys here. It's nice to see my boys' dream come to fruition. You know what I mean? It takes some work, man. It takes a village to do that. So like I'm always on topic. You know, sometimes I join the show and I troll a lot mostly on Bills and Jets and, you know, the hate, like, you know, the fucking people we don't like, right? You know, I'll just throw $400 or $500 on a random chat some night and just throw some love.
Yeah, I mean, how else is Cap gonna pay the rent?
Yeah. You know, donies are good, man. I encourage everybody to do it. Matter of fact, I encourage you to out-donny me. If you want to donate, want to have a donny competition, we can go donny for donny right now.
Yeah, we're always
So.
game for a donny competition, especially on a Friday night, man, when everybody just got paid.
Yeah, I did not. I get paid bi-weekly, so it's kind of but it's definitely different, man, being out here. There's actually a huge Miami Dolphins fan base in North Dakota, which I had no idea about, but my wife is a bartender and a blackjack dealer, so I'll go over to her joint every now and then and I got an old school merino jersey. I rock my Dolphin shit wherever I go, dude, right? So I don't give a fuck about no Chiefs fans, a lot of Minnesota fans. I got no beef with Minnesota, right? As a Dolphin fan, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? I got no qualms with them, but you know, I get the drunk, a lot of punchy, drunk North Dakotans up here. Like, oh, you're from Florida? You know, I usually have the shorty shorts, my flip flops, and my fucking merino jersey on. They're like, oh, what are you doing up here? You know, I'm like, well, you know, doing my thing, and then just getting to deal with people at her bar, man. There's like more and more Dolphins fans. Not as like it is in South Florida, obviously, because you got like Walmart that sells the jerseys and shit. But there's no jersey sales up here. But I did for the Super Bowl, they threw a huge thing or whatever, and they had a bunch of Dolphins memorabilia. So I got a Tyreek jersey, I got a Waddle jersey. So I'm gonna donate these to Chris's fucking channel or to El Cap's channel. So like maybe you guys can auction it off or whatever, you know what I mean? Put it towards a good cause, whoever's like.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
You know
Much appreciated. It's
yeah.
kind of like that. It's cool living in a place like that because you go to like a raffle or something, and they're like, and today's consolation prize is this goodie bag full of random NFL gear, and it's all Dolphins gear, and nobody really wanted it.
That's
you
what
know
it
what I
was.
mean?
That's exactly how
And
it
you're
happened.
like, fuck first place. I want that goodie bag.
Yeah. Yep. So that's exactly what it was, man. I bought like $150 worth of like tickets or whatever, and I won a couple things, and then I traded with other people, I was like, let me get that Reek jersey. I'll give you 100 on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you don't like fucking Dolphins. I'm a huge fan.
Right, and you're still coming in well under the $199 Fanatics price, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's got grass stains on it. It was a practice jersey of his. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like in a frame and shit. So it's legit. I'm gonna have to take it out of the frame because I did look up the cost of shipping. It was like an extra $150. I'm like, nah, I'll just take it out. Somebody can wear it. That's my cheap side. That's my mom's side talking. But now that goes save the money everywhere you can.
You say chief side or cheap side?
Well, my wife, she's a diehard Chiefs fan, dude. So whenever,
really?
Yeah, well, when my son was born, 2020, I think that's when they won their first Super Bowl, and we made a deal. I said, listen, if the Chiefs fucking win the Super Bowl, my son can be a fucking Chiefs fan. We'll buy Chiefs jerseys and shit, right? Because, like, you know, you don't know as a child what you're gonna get, what team you like, other than what your dad or your uncle or your cousin or whatever the fuck you
or what's in your city, right? What's being hyped up in your city, right?
Why I'm a Dolphins fan, other than my family's a Dolphins fan. Like, that's it.
Hey, Tua, real quick. Hey, check this out. Thanks to HB, he helped me create this. Look at this, the latest T.F.T.G shirt.
Oh shit! I'll have to. How do we get that?
It's on the website.
Yep, you go to TF. Good thing you asked, John. You go to tftgnetwork.com and you can click on the button that says shop and find.
It comes in white. It comes in white, gray, aqua, and orange.
Console Tonk 7 guy wasn't in it. It'd be a cooler shirt, but other than that,
shots fired.
That guy, me and that guy go way back too, man. He's one of the West Palm Beach boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and from what I understand, your boy HB Brandon is also part of that clique, right?
Yeah, and so Brandon was my homeboy that I brought in. Are you talking about Brandon the bookie?
No, HB, the guy that made that graphic.
Oh, okay. So HP being Brandon in Minnesota.
HB, Brandon in Minnesota. Oh, his YouTube channel is Zippa.
Dude, I had a memory from 12 years ago pop up on Facebook, and Brandon was on it, and I was like, damn. So I messaged him. I'm like, dude, how you been? Like, I'm up in your neck of the woods, right? Because we're like probably 12 hours away. But like in the neighborhood we grew up in West Palm, dude, we were so fucking tight, dude. So it was like, man, I just all the friends I had were like just like extra friends of mine. Like Chris is about 7 years my senior, so he's a little bit older than me. But like, I don't know, man. He's just an older cousin who was got into mischief and was cool as shit, could beat people up, right? I mean, like,
yeah, that's cool. Hey, how are you?
I have seen El Cap knock people out flat cold more than 20 times, easily. Most of the time, it was me getting into some shit, and then I'm fighting, and then he's just knocking people out because he comes in from the side. Like, that's usually what goes on. Like, I'm the peacock, and he's the hammer. And I'm just boisterous and having a good
So you guys are at the bar or something, just getting drunk, getting into fights.
Dude, just having a good time, bro. Fucking Florida.
How is assaulting people a good time? I don't.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Do you want me to punch you in the goddamn face, bitch?
I would. You know what?
Please,
I'm going to punch you in the goddamn face to have a good time with you.
Please do.
I'm
waiting for you to. No, don't get rid of him, Shake.
I'm just saying, like, he says he likes to assault people to have a good time, so I'm going to punch him in the fucking face and give him a good time.
He's talking about growing up as kids, bro. Relax.
For whoever.
Wait,
still not right.
Nobody said it was right.
Having a good time, and usually another guy.
Not a good time for the person you assaulted.
Let's find out all the stuff you did as a kid that ain't right now. Come on, let's write a book.
Who cares?
That's
You
exactly
need
my point. Who
your
the
mama
fuck
and your
cares?
daddy needs to
That's
teach you
right.
right
Who the
from
fuck
wrong.
cares? Why don't you go to the fucking mirror and ask yourself
Or
the
how
same
about you
fucking
go
question?
get a
How
fucking
about you
belt
go to
tied
the
around your
fucking mirror?
fucking neck and
How
hang
about you go
yourself,
to
you
the
fucking
fucking
bitch?
mirror and ask yourself? How about you go to the fucking mirror and ask yourself the same goddamn question?
Well, hold
Who the
on.
Who
fuck
was
cares?
that dude?
Wait a minute, I leave for 2
that guy?
seconds, and what the hell just happened? The bottom
Was
falls
he
out.
joking? He had to have been joking, right?
Color.
Yeah,
So
he
this
was
is how I
trolling.
handle this, right? So this is
Okay.
what happens to me. Exact random shit like this, where I'm having a good time with some fellas or some chicks, and then some random dude will come in, and just because I'm having a good time, fucks with me. And then I start kicking his ass, and then homeboy, his buddy, starts hitting me, and then that's when El Cap comes and starts.
It's just some snowflake. It's just some snowflake that wants to regulate everybody's past from 30 years ago.
Yeah,
West
well,
Palm
look,
Beach
of
boys, though,
course.
bro. We know how to have a good time.
Well, this
Guess
is
what? Guess
Soon
what?
all I know,
guys?
as soon as I
Guess
left,
what,
when I
guys?
come back, and the
Hey,
bottom
guess
falls
what,
out.
guys? I used to speed in traffic when I was younger.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
No, not. Say you swear.
I sped a lot.
You know what? I've done a lot.
I got my V6 Camaro up to 120 miles an hour. The hood was shaking.
I tell you what, put it this way. I'm the toxic side of El Cap. So whatever he don't say because of some PR, some bullshit, I'll fucking say it. So that punk ass motherfucker talking shit can suck my motherfucking dick. How about that? Because I don't give a shit. I didn't start no shit with nobody ever. Period.
And I had one on the hook.
What the hell just happened? What? I leave for 2 seconds, and you guys
What
did
the
not
heck, bro?
behave.
Why'd you leave us like that, bro? We need you.
I was about to
I
have
leave for 2
fun with this
seconds,
dude.
and
He's like,
you
I'm
guys are
not
not
afraid
even
of the
behaving.
boxing gym. Let's go. How about Mike Tyson's Punch Out on Nintendo? Can we do that?
This guy has to be trolling. There's no way he's serious.
Oh,
I almost wanted him to come
Deathly
back.
afraid. You're right, McNemesis. I am deathly afraid, bro. I'm shivering in my shoes right now.
Anyway, listen, it's been 3 hours. I got spend some time with the fiance. Look, I'm gonna shut this down. I appreciate everybody coming on. If y'all want, we could continue chopping it up backstage. So,
Oh wait,
with that being said,
I think I know who that is, bro. That's one of the Bills fans from back in the day. Remember?
No.
MC something or other.
MC
Oh,
Dumbass.
he's back here.
All right, did you learn your lesson about my badassery?
Yo, this guy's trolling, dude. This guy, there's no way this guy is serious.
I stand corrected.
But I am irritated. I am irritated at retards that don't understand what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
Like I was trying to explain to people about the natural law, right? I'm a student of Mark Cassian, right?
What?
And I like that's what I do. That's like I just
This guy's got
I
me geeking,
teach
dude.
natural law, and one of them is like it's pretty simple.
What? I don't even know what
assault
pissed you
people.
off, though, dude. What made you mad?
Look, don't assault.
Let me
don't
say this right now. There's no
rob
way
people.
that guy's a Buffalo Bills fan because that guy
Yeah,
sounds like
here's another piece of natural law. Don't fucking butt into other people's
Don't
business.
coercion. Hey, kiss my goddamn ass, bitch.
Yeah, that's part of natural law too.
I'd
You probably
beat
get
the
a
fuck
kiss
out of
everywhere.
you. Shut up. I told you to pick a gym. You want to try to tell me I'll beat your goddamn ass in front of your kids, dumb bitch.
Listen, I don't
Shut
know
up.
who Jim is.
Hey, why don't you just look up my address? Hey, how about this? How about this? Why don't you just look up
Shut
my
up
address?
talking on the internet.
Hey,
Shut up.
How about you just look up my address?
Yeah,
and
first
then
of
come
all,
down
you
to where I'm
started
at. We
talking
can pick that
shit
gym
on the internet.
Oh man.
But I think my
Anyway.
boy is trying to close this show on a nice ending.
Yeah.
And you're
And by the way, I put him in back. And hold on, I put him in back, so he left. He thinks that's me banning him.
No, I want to.
You don't realize we don't have a way to mute
There's no
you.
way this
You know,
guy's
we
a
don't
real
have a way to
person,
shut
though.
you up, so I put you in back so you'll listen. Since natural law tells you when somebody's talking to you, you fucking listen. You fucking punk. Now go take that to your natural law class and teach it.
Natural law. I would like to know what the natural laws are. Are we talking physics?
I'm showing him what natural law is right now.
Oh, man.
He
Anyway, so
law.
Listen, we're gonna shut this down. So y'all have a good night. On that note, thank you. Thank y'all for.
What the hell did I miss?
I don't know.
I don't even know either, and I was here, Color.
Fins up, everybody. I hope y'all
Fins
have
up,
a good day.
baby.
I'll see you on the next time, man.
All right, bro.
That was
If we
quite
can find the exit
enjoyable.
button real quick. There it is.
Yeah, bye.